try it again. Disappear. There we go. Much better. Hi. Okay, cool. Alright. Let's try this again, shall we? I just hope to God there's audio from this. Could you do me a favour, Shannon? Oh, Harry's joined. We also have Jay watching. It'll most likely be because when I go on stream it notifies all my followers. I have 2 chat rate. I believe you are audible as well, because... Audible. I presume. I don't know how the Discord works, honestly. If not, I sound like I'm insane. Talk to myself. So sound a day then. No, that's not what I wanted. Ah! I'm trying to get things. I'm trying to see. There we go. Basically trying to put that there. So I can see when I'm talking. There we go. There's no game. Apparently you're quiet and there's no game audio. Which is great. I wonder what that did. Just play my music out loud, just like, ah, well, that's gonna explain a lot of things. Before I can even start the game. Maybe it was picking up then. I hate trying to find this. Shannon, to be able to listen to the stream to see if gameplay audio is coming through. You don't have to stay on it for long, just need to make sure it's actually working. No, Shen, you're not allowed the heating on. You will freeze to death. It's not meant to be loud music right now, it's meant to be like a little bit on, like background music. Crackle? That's not a good sign.
I assume it's the kind of like the smoke from the background stuff. Also, it's very zoomed in.
Yeah, it's because that was when I was like trying to sort the background out. I was like, yeah, it's not working. I have to Google this 1 second. Do you just love it when the stream gets postponed because I can't sort audio? I don't want mic, I want my game audio. Apparently it's in settings, which does not help me. It's gonna zoom out again. Why is it zoomed out now? This is annoying. This is unsettling annoying. Why is it zoomed in so much? This is getting great. I'm just seeing in the background me trying to figure this out. It's like, god damn it. Oh, hang on a minute, let me try this. Ah, there we go. I'm a genius. I think I fixed that bit. Now I've got to get the next bit fixed. This is getting great, Shannon. Cool. Sound-wise. Just freaking out. Yeah, it'll take a second just to... because I can see it kind of in the background. I've been doing this for 8 minutes, by the way. Music per se. I'll go back to the main menu. Tunes.
It's so weird because I can hear you, and then because I've got the stream going, I hear you the second time.
Sounds great. Yeah, can you hear anything? Okay, cool. Right, let me get my Google up. Some audio. Helpful. Just modify your audio settings. That helps. Oh, we got another viewer. Yeah. How's it? My mic's fine. It's the actual game audio that's acting up. I blame the capture software. Desktop audio. I don't know. This one. Let's see if that works. God knows it's gonna work, honestly. Is there anything? No, it's picking up some in my desktop audio thing.
Okay.
But it's like...
Well, 'cause I remember what the music sounds like, but this time I'm not getting anything.
It's almost slightly annoying now. Oh, I can hear, but it's quiet. Just blast it fully! If I just deafen myself... that might work. Oh! Is it okay now, Hazza?
Oh well, there we go, there's music.
Yes, just deafen myself with it! Should look great now! There we go, fixed it. Now we can start! Interesting. Mal. What are you laughing at?
You're adorable.
I'm not adorable. Do you not see my little character bobbing up and down angrily?
And he's adorable.
He's not adorable, he's traumatized!
Traumatized people can be adorable.
That is true. That is very true, actually. Yeah. Also, they can hear you too as well. So we're finally streamers, Shannon. We have 4 views.
Yay!
Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Why are you laughing at me?
Subscribble.
Subscribble. I'm not very good at that, so I'm gonna go with casual, cause I'm a casual boyo.
The game is very zoomed in again, you are aware.
Damn it! Okay, let's try this again!
It gets
Why?
better with practice.
Does it? Does it? See, my stream, on the actual capture thing, it's fine. On the actual stream. Why? Oh, is it? I think you're just, yeah, I think you're just behind a little bit.
Okay.
I think you guys are just a bit behind. Trust me, I swear. It goes full screen.
Okay.
I hope. On my OBS thing, it's fine. Now I'm paranoid, Shannon. Then again, wait. Oh, no, it's not. That's weird. Oh, it's annoying me. God damn it. Give me a second. When I'm out of the big screen. Okay, Harry. Is it full screen, like, zoomed in, or full screen, like, you could see the entire screen? Because I don't want it to be zoomed in on just character creation. Select class.
Looking at that big kunari.
Don't lie, Shannon. You're okay with that.
Oh, I'm very much okay with it.
Why is it zooming in? Oh wait.
Excuse me.
Why is it doing this? It's so weird. Every time it says, yay, it's full screen, it's like, but it's not for me. There we go. Okay, this is really annoying me. Because basically, when I click on the actual screen, it zooms in.
Okay.
But then when I click out to sort it out, it's fine. Can I lock it?
Weird. Slurp. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Diddly dee, there they are, standing in a row. Bum, bum, bum.
Shannon's gone insane. Oh, wait a minute. Has that worked?
Looks good. I'll give it a few seconds just to make sure.
I think I fixed it.
Nope, zoomed in again.
Damn it! Wait, what? It seems fine on my stream. Are you sure?
Yeah. That's what I'm seeing on my YouTube anyway.
My YouTube's fine.
Oh. What if I refresh?
You refresh it, maybe it's like an issue.
Refresh. No, still zoomed in.
But on mine it seems fine. Oh, no, it zooms in. Never mind. Oh, it's giving me an aneurysm. Okay. Back to Google. I hate this so much, trying to do this. Shannon, has it worked? Please tell me it's worked.
Okay, right now it's like full screen. It's not zoomed in at all.
Give it a second.
I'm gonna give it a few seconds.
I got 7 views!
Hey!
Yay! Thank you for viewing. Please, no more changing! I haven't even got past the main menu yet!
Literally.
I just want to play and have fun times of Dorian! Is that too much to ask?
You would think.
I think it's okay.
Seems okay, nothing's changed.
Okay. Can I have my fun times of Dorian now, please?
Yes.
Okay, we're looking good, chat. We're looking good, chat. We're looking good. Still looking good. You're my second eyes in the sky.
It's still looking good, sir.
Good, good, good. I have 1 like so far. 7 views. Thank you for liking. Thank you for viewing. I also got a new subscriber after my birthday, which I mentioned to you, Shannon.
You did, yeah.
Called
Very exciting.
Vivian. It sounds stupid, 16 subscribers, but it's still a nice number for me. If we can get one more channel, we can be like 17, and that's a 7 number, so we can hold that against Cal. Hmm. Wow. I'm also eating my Easter egg. I can imagine the little item just blopped up as soon as I bit into the egg.
It did, yeah.
It's like crunch.
Crack.
It's like, no, you're doing good. You just it sound like you broke your jaw there. Ah!
You Gucci?
Yeah, just the skin one's kind of terrifying.
Oh.
Horns!
Gotta have the horns.
Well, then again, you're gonna have Kunara without horns.
You can, yeah.
But why would you? Broken horns. It's always hard. I think we got gypped a little bit right, because the tarot cards literally show you as like you can be this female Kunara with long flowing hair down to your waist. There's no option for that.
Boo.
There's barely any hair options. Should be a ramboy.
Woo.
Just please don't change the zoom in option. Just want to put my OBS there. Hopefully I didn't just mess everything up there. Please tell me it's okay, Shan. Please tell me it's okay.
It looks okay.
Okay, we're good. Make him a ginger. Also, have you noticed the skin around his eyebrows there changes colour? It's almost like someone just dyed it. Ah! Beard. Yes.
Everything you've heard, completely true.
You leave me no choice.
How much is this going to cost me exactly? As long
I
as the
don't
job
know.
gets done, I don't care about the rest.
Everything you've heard, completely true.
Do-do-do-do-do. Oh yeah. I want you to see the views.
Look at the views.
The views!
The views.
Cheek shape. Pardon me? So Shannon, heard any
Yes.
interesting stories lately?
I've been watching a lot of Hot Takes podcasts, so
So a lot of hot takes then.
a lot of hot takes. Yeah, indeed.
Interesting. Any that won't get us flagged?
I mean, so the one I'm watching during the stream, spoiler alert.
How dare you! Your attention is fully on the
I
stream!
have 2 monitors. I am capable of doing 2 things at once.
Are you?
Yes. But the story that's happening right now is this dude has a girlfriend who's originally from Japan, but she moved to Australia and has been there for like 5 years, and she like knows language and stuff. And they're going to his house, his family's house, for Thanksgiving. But he also wants to have a few nights with his like hometown friends. And so he's like, you can stay at my family's house while I go to my friend's house, because we're gonna book an Airbnb and play board games and stuff. And I don't think you should. You probably won't understand the games, so you won't get it. And also, everyone else's partners aren't coming, so you can stay. You can either stay with my family or you can stay with one of my friend's girlfriend's house. And she was like, "No, I'm not doing that. Fuck off. I'm not coming over from Japan just to do that, you little." Well, I don't think she said those words, but she said something along those lines. So then afterwards he was like, "Okay, well then, I still really want to hang out with my friends at some point, so I'll go to my hometown a few days early and hang out with them, and then I'll come meet you at the airport." But then she was still like, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm not coming on the trip anymore."
Why?
Morgan reads the whole story. She's like, "What do you guys think?" And Justin and Alejandro are like, "Oh no, he's not the asshole."
Yeah.
Alejandro. They don't think he's the asshole at all. And Morgan's face is just like, "What?"
You don't have the same opinion as me?
Yeah. Morgan's like, "No, he is an asshole."
No, he's not. He said to her,
Oh.
"Hey, I haven't seen my friends in ages.
Yeah.
I want to see them." And also, if she said, "No, I really want to come and play the game," no, it just sounds like she just wants all his attention 100% of the time. So, it's not like you're saying, "I'm going to be with my friends the entire trip." It's,
Yeah, exactly.
"Hey, I want to go see my friends." Da-da-da-da. It's like, okay then, don't come then.
And like, I think Morgan's main point was like, if she's going to be coming over from a different country, well, not different country, but if she's not going to be there with her family because she can't go back to Japan for Thanksgiving and stuff, and she has to be at her boyfriend's parents' house who she doesn't know very well for a whole day, it's going to be like really uncomfortable for her. And then the guys were like, "Well, she should have just communicated that then." Basically,
Yeah.
she shut it down, and she didn't let him go a few days early and then come get her. She just
Yeah.
shut it down. And it's like, yeah.
I feel like she sometimes agrees with the woman. When it's more of a, either one could be the asshole, but I feel like Morgan does always go with the woman, 9 times out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Which then turns from feminist to man hate.
There's a fine line.
And you never want to cross that line. Because no one will then take seriously. No one will take feminism seriously. I did not mean for this stream to become a feminist propaganda.
Sorry guys.
Look at the spiders, Shannon.
I don't want
Look at the spiders! They're trying to eat my
Why are they
legs.
spiders? Why are they trying to eat your legs?
Because
Why
I'm
do they
in...
have big butts?
Why are you looking at the butts, is my question.
They were protruding out of their backs.
Shannon, that's just the biology!
What was I supposed to look at?
Not the butts!
Well, that's good to know.
Can you tell what this is, Shannon?
ASMR.
Unintentional ASMR. It's paintbrushes. I wonder if I can do ASMR with these paintbrushes. Hang on.
Hi guys, today we're gonna do some painting ASMR.
I'm painting the microphone, so wow.
Maybe don't paint your expensive microphone.
I'm not painting it, I'm just running the paintbrush over it. I'm not a fool! Always.
So, what's happening in the story?
So, we woke up in a scary land. Now we're waking up in a cell.
Lovely.
Because of racism.
I love racism.
Oh, we're in pain, by the way.
Brilliant.
She's a bitch. Jay will not agree with that. Jay romances her a lot.
Oh.
Her name's Cassandra.
The nice one?
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you
What?
now. The
I thought she was
conclave is
nice. I thought she
destroyed.
becomes part of the team.
Oh, she does.
Everyone who
At
was
the beginning, she's a bit of a bitch.
What?
Except
What a
for
little bitch.
you.
Kill her.
Remain silent. Innocent until proven guilty, bitch.
Explain this.
It's a good thing I put the stream as not for kids.
Yeah.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
You're not Dorian, I don't want to talk to you.
Or how it got there.
You're lying.
We need him, Cassandra.
Yes, because someone who grabs someone by the shirt college because they're very confused is a lovely person at the Shannon.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you think I did, I'm innocent.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then a woman.
A woman.
She reached out to me, but then
Go to the Ford camp, Liliana.
A woman.
I will take him to the rift.
You're not. Wait a minute, Dorian isn't a woman. I'm not interested.
what did happen?
It will be easier to show you.
Honestly, I'm so used to just skipping all this. But I know for the stream I should probably show it.
Yeah.
Look, my ears just say spacebar.
We call it the breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not
That's so much of my character. It's just like.
just the largest. All were caused by the explosion of the conclave.
An explosion? Can
He's like, wait, what?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world.
I hurt you.
No, not hurt you.
Each time
He
the
hurt you.
breach expands,
No, he hurt you.
your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
you say it may be the key? To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Yes,
Not
we are
intentionally.
racist.
Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish
So for
to
that, we will
prove your
kill you.
innocence? This is the only way.
I love that. To prove your innocence, you have to sacrifice your life. So,
It's like, what?
do you see why I don't like her at the beginning?
Yes.
I understand.
Then
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
Monster.
You drinking Monster?
No. Maybe.
I was
They
gonna
have
say, I'm
decided
squinting
no
at you right now.
I can't see it squint, so I'm good.
the people of Haven mourn our most
I'm just picturing though.
holy divine Justinian,
If we get one,
head of the
um,
country.
A
The
PNG tuber
conclave
for you.
was hers. It was a chance.
If we can link it up, I don't know how. It might take a bit of manpower. But if we can link them up, it'll just be me on one side, you on the other, just bobbing up and down when we talk.
Yes. Oh god, I would love that.
We
Gotta
lash
find out how to do
like
that.
the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves. as she did. Until the breach is sealed.
You good?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm banging on my seat.
Okay.
There will be a trial. I can promise no more.
Well, no one likes Kunari right now, so I'm dead.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
I'm a big boy.
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
I mean, look how tall Kunari is compared to that small man.
Big bulk.
He's at least up to my chest. Gonna move me over that side, so I'm not blocking the minimap.
I liked it when you were on the minimap. It looked like you were having a little aura.
Oh! Listen, some people might like to see the minimap.
The pulses
I don't know who and I don't know why, but they might.
They might do.
The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said
Who killed you? I mean, nothing.
Stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything thought
Well, god damn it.
Stay behind me.
That plan did not work for you too well, did it, Cassandra?
Nope.
It's a demon. Hup.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now.
All right. Have it your way.
Wait. You don't need a staff, but you should have one. I cannot protect you. I should remember you agreed to come willingly. Take these potions. Maker knows what we will face.
Where are all your soldiers?
The ultimate mage.
I'm the ultimate babe.
We are on
I'm
our
the ultimate Kunari mage. Boop. Shannon,
Yes, Bean.
hit us with a joke.
I'm not a comedian.
there. Watch out!
I
We
refuse.
flank them.
Make me laugh!
I can't! I'm not a funny person.
You lie!
Why do you point out my flaws?
My ears!
What you do is
And with that, the mic peaked.
peek.
It's got a good mic peak.
Peek.
You like the word
Up on
peak.
the hill. It attacks from a
I
distance.
also like the character from Attack on Titan. Her name is Peek too.
Oh, is it? Very interesting.
I'm interesting.
Any more anime factoids that are non-spoilers?
Bakugo Katsuki shares a birthday with Hitler.
Oh,
And it's also 420.
I have my hands in my face in my hands right now. I didn't. Praise be the cart titan, Hazza says. Hazza said, praise be the cart titan.
Praise be.
I thought you didn't like the cart. Oh, I was gonna
I
say.
hate them. I hate looking at them so much. But they're human form.
But the human form is damn.
Excuse me, I'm eating. No
How
apologies.
dare you eat?
How dare you feed?
I should have gone to the bathroom before I started streaming.
I mean, you can just pull a Jacksepticeye and pause.
I was just like, bye! Run off. 5-10 minutes later, I'm back. How often does he run to the bathroom during streams?
I just remember that one time when he was doing a Undertale video.
Oh my god, yeah. He's like, oh, I need a pee. Runs off.
I'll be right back.
He's like, Jack, where you going? He's like, I had to pee. It's like, god damn it, Jack.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fight.
Meh.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Bum, 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 bum.
Where are we going?
We're killing demons.
Oh. So they're getting the hated race to kill the even more hated race.
Basically, yes.
Interesting.
It's fine. They got an elf who is the most hated race right now. They call them knife ears as a slur.
That's a slur.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
At least this is good for something.
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark.
I wish I could add mods to this, but I have no idea how to add them because they've changed how you play the game.
And it seems I was
Okay.
correct.
It used to be like you could just like
Close the breach itself.
go into
Possibly.
the files.
It
But now
seems you
they've
hold
made a
the key to our
desktop app,
salvation.
so it's like a weird way to do it.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd
I'm
be
still
ass
proud
deep
of my
in
Stardew
demons
cheat.
forever.
Well, because that's
Barrack Tethras.
You buy
rogue,
chickens.
Storyteller.
and you put name them the ID.
The spawn. It's him.
Varric.
Ah.
You just
Got
like his
his chest
chest. Yeah, yeah.
Are you
You just,
gentry or
you just like his chest.
Was that a serious question?
I also like his
Technically, I'm
suave
a
nature.
prisoner, just like you.
If he's not romanceable in the next game, we riot.
We were.
Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
Two.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
I want Dorian. You're not Dorian.
Bianca and
Get
I,
out of my way.
Ah!
You named your crossbow Bianca?
of course, and she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
My name
Why
is
is she so
Solus, if
sparkly?
there are to be introductions.
Sparkly.
I'm pleased to see you still
Yeah.
live.
He means
What do you mean
I
sparkly?
kept that mark
Like
from
she's wearing a lot of
killing you while
sparkly
you
shit.
slept.
Oh, is it blood?
Yes.
Never mind.
Why are you calling sparkly stuff? She just goes, that's blood, Elijah.
Seem to know a great deal
It
about
makes no sense.
like you, Solus is an apostate.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much
Also, has to walk up. He's like,
far beyond the
Hi.
experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach.
Oh my god.
If it is not
What?
closed, we are all doomed.
At work,
regardless of
they've
origin.
just had a party for only about 5 people, bearing in mind.
okay.
They've covered the entire conference floor in
And what will
confetti.
you do once
Oh my lord.
One
like,
hopes
it's
those in power will remember
everywhere.
who helped. And who did
Jesus.
not.
Oh
Cassandra,
my god.
you should know. The magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must
Check,
get
damn
to
it, I
the
can't
source
kill the
now
canary.
quickly.
Well,
Denied. He's useful.
Bianca's excited.
Bianca's your crossbow. How can you be excited, Varric?
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
You're so big.
We must move quickly.
Big boy. I almost like I have a private do everything run going. And then I have a stream do everything run.
Yeah.
This is my stream do everything run.
No.
My private one. Oh, do into Dragon Age 4.
Demons ahead.
Keep in mind, Shannon,
You brought me now.
this game was released in 2014. Okay. So there's more to that. The game before this was released in
Say.
2011, sorry. We've been waiting since 2014 for the next game.
Wow.
It's like, oh look, keep in mind as well though, Shania, I was quite impressed because of Krem in this game. Because of the whole, you know, being trans and that story. Because I know it was 2014, so, but don't forget, at that point, I think they were only just let gay marriage be legalised in Britain, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like, they had a full-on trans character in this. For me, that was impressive.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
I won't lie. When I was playing this yesterday, the bit where you're basically talking to Bull's charges, and Krem is like, he's explaining how he's, you know, how he is a man and da-da-da-da-da, and basically Bull's like, oh, we call those in basically being, if you're a Kunari, you know, religion sort of thing, they call them a Kunaflex, so like that, and it's basically a man who is living as a woman, who's a woman living as a man, and Krem's like, then they don't, and in the queue they don't treat those people any differently. They don't treat them any different to a real man. And Bull literally just goes, they are real men, and as are you. Honestly, I nearly cried. I was like,
It's amazing.
Bull is an ally. Also, have you seen the picture of Bull in real life? Like the actor. Hang on. Let's pause for a second. I need to send you this.
He's based off a real person.
Well, not based, but it's like, Jay just said how BioWare wanted to put a lot of LGBT representation in Mass Effect 2, but Fox News stopped them. What's Fox News? How are they controlling them?
Yeah, exactly. That's ridiculous.
You're not who I want. Ah! Oh, you don't look like Iron Bull. Am I mistaking you for someone else? I mean, Iron Bull's hot. Just save that image. Just save the image. Thank you. Okay, so I made a slight mistake, right? So, where is he? Okay, I get it. You downloaded. Cool. Whatever.
I'm downloaded.
Good for you. I don't
Hey, I'm
care.
downloaded. Hey, I'm downloaded.
I know you have.
Hey,
Stop it.
I'm downloaded.
I know you have. So Dorian's acting looks very different to himself as
Really?
well. Kinda? I'll send you the pictures on Facebook. So,
Send away.
the first one is just one I think you'd like. It's been sent.
I'm having a look now.
Come on!
Oh, well, yes.
Also, this is the actor for Bull.
Oh,
But this is Dorian's actor.
I can kind of see it in the face.
Hmm.
No, you cannot see it. Where?
Literally, that's not Dorian!
Who are you?
You're a poser!
Faker!
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
What you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
That is true. Shannon,
Me.
what is your most interesting factoid?
In general,
Yeah?
otters have little pouches that they carry their favorite rocks in to help them break shellfish.
That is interesting. I know many dark facts about otters. They're not as cute and as innocent.
Why?
I won't, but I'm just saying, they're not as cute and fluffy as I want you to believe.
We had Kunari and Kirkwall. A whole boatload of them. They were your typical cheerless sort, then they tried to take over the city and kill everyone. But I'm guessing you don't actually follow the Qun, do you? You're Talvishoth.
Afraid I'll try to convert you to the Qun.
Well, you haven't recited a single quote from the Prophet Kusloon yet.
Ugh,
So unless you're
17th
trying
yet.
to stay on the Seeker's good side, I'd say that's pretty telling.
Oh yeah, chat. Just random question. Do we have any Star Wars suggestions for a 23-year-old's birthday?
Lightsaber.
I cannot buy Lewis a lightsaber.
Why not?
We
They
haven't
are
much further.
expensive.
Also, Jay responded, they made a bunch of hit pieces on the game, and that got the attention of a lot of anti-LGBT groups. It caused EA to panic over the backlash and forced BioWare to take it all out.
Ooh.
EA, you pussies.
What if I get him a tiny lightsaber?
Maybe it's like a lightsaber keyring?
Yeah.
Just saying this right. I'm just saying this right. Imagine if that was the case. Imagine if you, as an artist, you create a game. Apparently, Lego Star Wars set, and also there's some food sets and games apparently.
Okay.
But yeah, imagine if you were creating something and you spent ages creating it, and you're like, we got this great LGBT support story. We're gonna support the LGBT community, blah 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 blah. But then you're scared because some haters of the LGBT community scared you so much that you went, nah.
I hope Liliana made it through.
Imagine if I turned to you and Shannon, hey, I have this really cool D&D backstory character, Elijah. He's this, he's that, he's that, he's that. But I'm worried that I can't do this because it might get some backlash. So he's gonna have half his whole storyline cut out.
Another rift.
We must seal it! Quickly! They keep coming! Help us!
It's like almost like pretending. What are you laughing at?
I was looking at Star Wars gifts, and one of them is just an apron that says, I love to rub my meat.
Oh wow.
What does that have to do with Star Wars?
Hurry!
Meat.
That's £50. To be fair, he did spend £50 on me for Christmas, so...
I don't think you need to spend the same amount.
Open the gate.
But
It's-
I feel like it's tit for tat.
It's not, Shannon. You can't do that. It's like, oh well, they spent the £50 on me.
I
I
need to
spent.
gouge my eyeballs out to pay them back.
No, it's like you spend what you can afford.
I'll get him socks.
Yes. Hey, if the Star Wars socks, you could get them. And also, Shannon, it's that sad fact when you become an adult, when socks are a good Christmas present.
That's true, that's true. I could get him a t-shirt of Darth Vader walking a dog. But the dog is also a robot.
Sounds good.
I like that, that's funny.
I like this one. I found out this. Go away! No, oh my god, the tutorial!
You will!
This one. But also,
Clear for the moment.
Jay also mentioned
Well done.
there's been a lot of basically media places forcing creators to remove LGBTQ scenes because they want to market to China. It's like,
Oh,
I remember Steven Universe kind of did that. They basically removed a bunch of Ruby and Sapphire scenes because they wanted to be shown in Russia and China. But the problem is, when you edit them out, they make no sense.
You have already caused enough trouble without... Ah! Here they come.
Also, Harry said Star Wars socks are a vibe, to be honest.
okay.
Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is.
Oh, you're a fan!
Chancellor of the Treasury, I hereby order you to take
You've
this
heard of my
criminal
work.
to
Uh-huh.
Vallejo to
Also, Shannon, what do you think of the PNG tuber?
He's
Order
adorable.
me.
Do you like the
You are a
horn?
glorified
I like the
clerk.
horn. I like
Oh.
the way he pops up like, hi.
Hi guys, how you doing?
But a thug who supposedly serves
Cards
the
Against Star Wars.
We serve the most
That sounds
holy,
cool.
Chancellor,
I like that,
as
that's
you well
cool.
know.
Justinian
£18.50.
is dead.
Um,
We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
No. I don't understand
Isn't
why
closing
you
the breach the more pressing issue?
You brought this on us in the first
I
place.
don't make default.
call her a treat seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
Oh, I didn't
How?
save my
You
changes.
won't survive long
So
enough
silly.
to reach the
You
temple,
fool.
even with all your soldiers.
Just so silly,
We
goofy
must
mood.
get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen, abandon this now, before more lives
Who
are
is
lost.
speaking to me?
Me!
How dare you?
Shannon. Sailor Moon did it in the UK. Joe couldn't reference the fact that yeah, sorry.
They're just cousins, guys. They're cousins that kiss.
There we are. So they made them cousins, but then everyone was about because that's creepy.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Shannon,
Yes.
Liliana,
keep the
bring
chat
everyone
entertained.
left in the valley.
How do
Everyone.
How are we doing, guys? We feeling good tonight?
Well done. You're doing pretty pog champ, Shannon.
I'm gonna pee myself. I'm so nervous.
I'm nervous.
No.
Please do that in your own time, Shannon.
Okay. Bye.
No, get back here! That's what I'm imagining you move further away from the mic, just like, bye!
What if I get him a wooden spoon with Chewbacca's face on it?
Yes. That sounds pretty good.
What need do you for a normal spoon?
When you have a
Chewbacca's spoon.
chewy spoon.
The tunnel should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What
So
manner
Shannon,
of tunnel is this? A mine?
Yes.
Part of an old mining complex. These
Blarg.
mountains are full of such
I
paths.
love a big blarg.
And your missing soldiers are in
What are we
there
doing in the game now?
somewhere?
Along with whatever is
we're going up the mountains
We shall see soon
to go to
enough.
that.
Oh.
Also, Jay says, fun dub fact. In Japan, there is a still big sub-verse dub debate over King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
I was gonna say, what's King of the Hill?
I'm not too sure. I thought that was a playground game.
I thought King of the Hill was like an American animated thing.
Oh.
Like Beavis and Butthead.
Like what?
This is a cartoon. An adult cartoon called Beavis and Butthead. One episode got banned because they played with a lighter. And obviously kids saw it and they're like, ooh, play with fire. It's like, no. Don't do that. That's a bad idea, kids. Yeah, I was right. It was the American adult cartoon. So, I just want to know for my own self, spell Texas, because I can't tell if it's spelled correctly or incorrectly, and I'm starting to think it's correctly.
T.
Yep.
X A S
Right. T.
E
X A S.
A S.
Ah, there we go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Why are you googling Texas?
I'm not. The comment, Jay's comment was American adult cartoon set in Texas, but I couldn't tell if Texas was spelled right or incorrectly.
Ooh, I could get him a Star Wars Pandora bracelet.
What? He has a Pandora bracelet.
No.
Fair enough.
Get him one.
What is it? A bracelet or is it a charm?
Bracelet with a bunch of charms on.
But how much is that?
I could get him a Death Star ceramic mug.
Wait, Shan, how much is that Pandora bracelet?
One moment, let me look. It is. It's not on my page anymore.
You find it. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
1 second, guys. Yeah, Shannon, keep the chat entertained. That's up to you. Go.
Oh god.
Have fun.
9. So, ladies, how are we feeling tonight? That's what I thought. I have no idea what we're doing in this game, but I know we're having a good time, and that's what matters. Oh, you sopping? Tix. I be vibing. We all be vibing. Good lads, you know? Does anyone hear my clickety keyboard? I'm trying to do uni work in the background, but it is very boring, and I do not wish to do it, which is why I'm looking for a better present. I found. What are we thinking? Are we thinking Cards Against Star Wars or Death Star mug? Vote in the comments below. Aw, how's you? I'm doing okay, you know, living life. I just did 7.5 hours at work when I was only supposed to do 4, so that was interesting. Oh wow, we're going cards. Okay, cool. Look at that. There you go. That wasn't as hard to find him a present as I thought it would be, but I think him liking Star Wars makes it a little bit easy. Yeah, we'll have to buy that once the fund comes in. I'm just trying to think of things happening in my brain to say. Yep, I got nothing. Let's see. Cards. Oh, excuse me. How goes uni? I feel it praise be the 17th, right? On the 17th, I'm just gonna have so much money and then immediately lose it all, because I'll be buying shit. As for uni, only a little bit worried about it, just because I feel like I could have done more at this point. But, you know, my tutors will probably tell me I'm fine. And I'm still doing work. Like, I've not done work, even though it's been like 2 weeks. You know, I could have like not been doing work the whole time, but I've only done work like maybe 40% of the time. Oh,
What did I jump back in on?
they asked me how goes uni, and I started to spiral.
Oh lord. Oh Jesus Christ, this is why I shouldn't leave you in charge, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
How so did you start to spiral?
Well, I was like, I think I could have done better, but like I'm trying, it's just not enough, but also it could be enough, and
Jen, how many times do I have to tell you this?
every time.
What do I always say to you? What do I always say?
So,
What?
I want you to say it.
I always say you're doing amazing. You always think so little of yourself, but you always do amazing.
Maybe not amazing.
You do amazing! Amazing!
Okay,
You do amazing!
thank you.
My chat, please, will you tell Shannon she's doing amazing?
No.
Tell her! Please. She does not believe it.
No.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Harry. He said I'm not wrong.
Actually, he said you're not Ron.
Ah! I am wrong, I swear!
Are you sure?
I don't know anymore, who am I?
Cannot be all of them.
So the others could
I'll be honest, I reread that, I misread that comment, and I thought it said, you got tits.
we steal it,
And I was like,
no one is safe.
yes.
I'm leaving that to my Kunari friend here.
You got tits?
You flirting with my girl?
You hitting on my woman?
You hitting on a woman? I know where you live, Hazza.
It just so happens to be downstairs.
Exactly. My roommate.
My sweet cheese.
My good time pal.
Why is my wrist vibrating?
Do you have a message?
No. Ah. My cat game.
Got your goddamn cat game.
You leave my cat game out of this.
Shannon. Shannon!
Yes?
Thank you. At some point, would you be okay to get me another tea, please?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Please! My friend hurts!
You am the one streaming, you know, and I've just sat here doing commentary, but to know.
I mean, you're doing great support. I really need someone to bounce back off of.
Oh, okay. Well, Alright, give me a minute and I'll come up and get you up.
Okay!
Just gotta check my cats.
It then gives you some time as well to think of questions to entertain the chat with.
Entertain.
What?
We did a poll while you were gone to figure out what
You
to
are
get Lewis
becoming
for his
quite
birthday.
proficient at this.
Did you decide? I read cards.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Cards Against Humanity.
Star Wars
Star Wars.
edition.
Maybe you finally
Yeah.
arrived.
That could be
Lady
good.
Cassandra. I don't think we
It was
can
either
hold
that
out
or the
much
Death Star
longer.
mug, so.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant.
Death Star mug!
Insisted we come this way.
I don't know if you heard, but the Pandora bracelet was
prisoner?
$10.99.
Then you.
Shannon, that's really good for if it's a fake one. Obviously, it makes sense. But a
feel like it might be a fake
$10.99. But in the Pandora Star, I mean, Pandora's a rip-off anyway. Hot take there. It's a rip-off. It's basically
think
a
it's-
bracelet with tangled charms.
I don't think it's that hot.
It's really. How dare you,
Then you
Shannon?
have my sincere
Wait, what?
gratitude.
Also, Harry thought they were voting for Magic the Cards.
Go
Oh.
while you still can.
At once.
What? No.
Quickly, let's move.
I mean, to be fair, Shannon, they're doing what, Lord of the Ring, Magic the Gathering cards now.
Clear of demons as
That's
well.
true, actually.
Let's
Yeah.
hurry.
Make a
before
Star
they
Wars
change.
version of it. Oh, wrong
Down
one.
the ladder. That's
Okay,
the way
all
to
of my
the
cats
temple.
are satiated.
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 Climb down. Whee! Climb down. Whee! I wish I could meet Dorian sooner.
So, holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough
I'm on my way, Dorian.
It is possible.
I'm on my
There
way.
are easier ways to make things
I shall be gone for only a moment.
That is true.
The main source of
How this
entertainment.
happened once the immediate danger is past.
No!
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
I've eaten an entire Easter egg and I'm still hungry.
That is where you walked out.
That's a bit
of the
worrying,
fray,
that.
And our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one.
You may hear Shannon come through on the stream now.
No.
Every time you talk now, my avatar's gonna bop up.
No.
Okay.
Hi. Ooh, screen capture. I
It's
don't know
how-
how it works, but it's cool.
It basically just captures this screen game and pops it onto the stream.
I was gonna say, is that why little Elijah's there, but he's not there?
Yes.
Okay.
Little
Ooh, big shiny
Elijah.
thingy.
It's a bad thing, so. That is my teacup.
Okay.
Thank you.
I should return in about 5 minutes.
Okay. Oh, tomorrow, will you leave me some masking tape out to fill painting? What?
Of course I will.
Thank you.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Do, do, do,
Aliana,
do,
have
do.
your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm not sure how to even start getting up to that thing.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
So,
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
have the chat got any
What
questions?
are we hearing?
Anything to fill the
Yes.
silence?
The person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
There's different species of shark. I'm doing alright. My throat hurts a bit, but oh well.
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but
Shark is shark. Incorrect.
What's going on here?
This is like a lemon shark. Oh, that's mine. Mine is like the lemon shark, I think they're called. Because
We have
sorry,
an intruder.
because they get really jealous of divers. And they
Play
like
the canary.
they literally like get jealous of a shark trying to get head pats.
You were there. Who attacked? And the divine, is she? Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons. Stand ready.
How has Varric never been like injured though? Like, if being perfectly honest, he's got no chest protection.
Now!
Yeah.
We must strip its defenses.
Ta.
Wear it down.
Disrupt the rift.
The demon is vulnerable. Now!
Blast. Oh. A little too late, Elijah. Run!
More coming through the rift.
I think I broke it. There we go. There we go, now we can check it.
Now! Seal the rift! Do it!
So what did I miss? Quite a bit actually, yes. Also, Shannon, well done for that Hamilton reference. I'm proud of that. I still find it funny that the actor who plays Jefferson also plays Lafayette. So actually, I want to imagine they're the same person, and Hamilton just doesn't recognise him when he puts his hair up.
Oh. I didn't know you were awake. I swear.
Yeah.
Why are you frightened? What happened?
That's wrong, isn't it? I said the wrong thing.
I don't think so.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand.
What's hot, Shannon? What is hot?
Talked about for the last 3 days.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Prostration. Shannon, you can't just say words and either expect us to know what it means. What do you mean by prostration? Oh, 8 views. Highest view count. Oh, hello there. Explain yourself!
That's him. That's the Herald of Andraste.
Yep, forgot some things back in the room, sorry guys. Like, wait, no, you're not meant to go that way. There's just too many people staring at me. Ah, Shannon, you pervert. I'm shaking my head right now.
Why did Lady Cassandra have him in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger. Still a lot of rifts left all over. Little cracks in the sky. Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with this.
Have you gone completely mad? He should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe he is guilty.
The Qunari failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, he intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did?
You absolutely are.
No, he is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
You really think your maker would send someone like me?
The Maker does as he wills. It is not for me to say.
Even if that means a Qunari is his chosen.
Humans are not the only people with an interest in the fate of the world.
The breach remains, and your mark is our only hope of closing it.
Yeah.
This is
I
not
spilled the
for
drop.
you to
You
decide.
pervert.
Oh,
You know what this is, Chancellor.
hey,
A
I
writ
was the
from
one that was
Divine,
prostrating.
granting us the authority to act.
Just
As of
spilling
this
tea
moment,
next to
What
the
is but a
comments.
few teardrops amongst
Inquisition
friends?
reborn.
Next to my monitor in my tower.
Breach We will find those
Wait, oh, it went
responsible,
on
and we
wires.
will restore order with or
What's that wet
without your
stuff in?
It did it, it's fine.
The water!
It's fine.
Ah!
So what's happening now?
Is the divine's direction.
What's happening now?
So basically,
Tradition of old. Find those who
basically
stand
there's a
against the chaos.
these guys are creating this thing called the Inquisition.
Ah, nice.
We have no
Yeah.
leader, no numbers, and now no chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at
Told
our
ya.
side.
Right, I'm back.
Okay, we're gone.
Downstairs so I can rejoin.
Okay. I knew that.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The chantry will take time to find a new divine, and then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own.
You're back, Shannon.
Maybe.
Okay, your job is to now entertain the chat.
You're trying to start a
Chat,
holy war.
you must be entertained.
We are already at war. You are
What a
already
few
involved.
third degree, but
Its
exactly.
mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
So who's the
It will
brown
not be
head
easy
person?
if you stay.
Which one's brownhead?
But you cannot
Nox
pretend
under the
this
other
has
one.
not changed.
Liliana, she's redhead.
Well, it looked brown in the light, okay? Excuse me.
If you're truly trying
Shannon!
to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Shannon.
Yes.
Okay, romance run. Romance in this run. Aiming Dorian, but imagine if it was Bull. Two of them.
They would be going at it.
How's the chat looking, Shannon?
Looking pretty civil. The outside is wet. Subject of interest. Not too sure. Oh, it's the person that deals with all the stuff.
Helpful.
No, like they're always there when like shit goes down, and they're always carrying a book with them.
Ah! Josephine.
Thank you. Yes. Birds. Hi, Mark. Hello.
You and Varric, man. I'm skipping that one.
Everyone in this game is rather lovely, so.
Oh, really? Sarah's a bitch.
Dragon Age Inquisition. We've only been streaming for, what, forever now, when we've gotten to the chat screen.
An hour and a half. To be fair, 10 minutes of it we're getting set up.
15.
Any of Liliana's mercy is still here. Well, if you want new gear,
I'm not Oxman.
you're him. Thrin.
Are you sure?
That's like a slur, I feel.
To fill one of
Oh,
our
never mind.
requisitions. I'd appreciate you.
farewell.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man. The one who lives on Drury Lane.
Well, she's married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Have you heard about
Have we just gone insane?
Scene. Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
The
Hey,
children
Sauce.
of Andraste, the blessed heroes sent to save us all.
See, if we fall,
riding
do we
in
get
on
to be
a
the
shining
Inquisitor in this game then?
We are the
I
Inquisitor,
would have
yes.
suggested a Griffon,
Interesting.
but sadly
Why?
it's extinct.
Because
Joke as you will.
they're racist.
Posturing is necessary.
You literally, you can call that like, you do know you're giving this to an elf. You do know you're giving this to a Kunari.
I've journeyed deep
Slash
into
dwarf,
the
whatever
fade
you are.
of ancient ruins
And
of
like,
fields to
but
seek
you
dreams
you know, you've shown promise, you've shown that you're willing to
Watched as
lead, blah,
hosts
blah, blah,
of
blah, blah.
spirits clashed to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten.
Ow, it's hot.
Every
Ow, it's
great
hot.
war has its heroes.
Ow, it's hot.
tea.
I'm
It's
just
tea.
curious
Ow,
what
it's
kind
hot.
of
What do you
Shannon, it's hot.
Any building strong
No
enough
kidding.
to withstand the rigors of time.
Ow, it's hot.
Every battlefield is steeped in
Ow, it's hot.
both
Just wait
attract
until it's
spirits.
cold.
They press against the veil, weakening the
Ow,
balance
it's hot.
between our worlds.
Bean.
When I dream of
No.
such creatures, I go deep into the fate. I can find
Bean.
memories.
Ah.
I like the way it goes around my head when you do that.
You fall asleep.
Ah.
Isn't that dangerous?
I do set traps, and if you leave food out for
love
the
it.
giant spiders,
Wait, one more time, one more time.
tend to live and let live.
I'm going to simulate running around your head. It's better than me doing ASMR in your head, Shannon.
It is. I much prefer this to ASMR.
I've never seen anyone going so far as you.
Thank you. It's not a common field
Ow,
of
it's
study
hot.
for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning.
Ow, it's hot.
Thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream.
Less hot now. Still hot, but less hot.
I will stay.
Shannon!
At least
Yes.
until the breach.
Oh, you were quiet.
Was that in
I
doubt?
was listening to
I am an
your
apostate
beautiful
mage surrounded
music.
by chantry forces. Divine mark. Cassandra has been
See, it's funny
accommodating.
because Elijah lights up as well when you do it.
Elijah's screaming. He's like, ah! And to be honest, that's just his trauma level. It's like, ah! That's his internal monologue the entire time, by the way. The entire time of the campaign, it's just, ah! The mic peaked.
That it did.
Cassandra trusts you.
Shannon,
She won't let anyone
Yes.
put
do you want to
into a
tell some
circle
fun
against you.
stories about Elijah and Maeda?
I appreciate
Elijah
it.
and Maida are so good.
But now let us hope
They
either
really
the
are.
mages or the Templars
They're
have
like
the
the
power to
best.
seal the breach.
He calls her sis.
Yeah. And
'Cause-
he's her bro.
Close the breach is the primary goal.
Cough,
Agreed.
cough,
But I
wheeze.
hope we might also
Ah.
discover what was
Hairball.
created. The artifact of such power is dangerous.
What are you laughing at?
The conclave
I would be
proves that.
concerned if Elijah
You
had a
don't think whoever
hairball.
created the
Why? He has hair on his tail.
You survived,
Spending
but
too
now
much time with
the
Nine.
artifact that created the breach is
You
unlikely.
joke, but Nine and Elijah did have sex
I
one
will
time.
not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments.
Did I tell you about that? Did I tell you about that?
Did you just say?
Elijah's had sex with Nine at one point.
What? In
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the
Earlier, you know after Nine had turned 21
Found nothing.
y-
in the campaign, it was after Elijah got broken up with, and he was sad and in the bar, and Nine was still doing the whole, man of the night situation. And so Nine approached Elijah and was like, "Hey,
A great deal.
you want some company tonight?" And then one thing led to another.
But I can share what I have learned.
wow.
Elijah also nearly got Nine pregnant when doing that.
Simply put,
Yeah, that was gonna be an awkward situation.
spirits to enter
To be fair, Elijah did also nearly get Lydia pregnant, so
your mark allows you
That
to
would have been
exert some
very
control.
funny.
it'd been hilarious. Just like, hey, Oscar, looks like I'm gonna be your brother-in-law.
Circle may be
Why are
called
they all
the
these
barrier to the world's
HEIC?
state, but according to my studies
What?
in ancient elven lore,
I'm
that
trying to
is a
move
vast
files
world of
over, but they're all HIEC
Imagine if
files.
spirits
No idea.
free
And I'm like, I don't want those.
went
I
Could
just
it-
want
nature like the wind.
JPEGs.
Sounds
Im-
like it would be wonderful.
It might be the whole thing where it's like her photo sent from an iPhone.
I am glad
Boo.
seeing that
You suck.
I'd like to
I suck.
the chance
Not you.
that such simplistic spirits wish to join their
You okay?
demon.
I don't know. I hang on.
question is
Don't forget your job, Shannon.
My job.
To entertain the
Maintain
chat.
I'd like to know more about you, Solus.
I'm looking upon.
The
Excellent.
chat rate has gone down 0.
Gone down 0. Gone down 2-0.
Gone down to 0. There's not much chat going on.
With so much
We
fear
must
in the air.
increase the chat.
What made you start studying the Fae?
See, where do we think the story's gonna go, guys? 'Cause
I mean, Jay's-
no one's played this game, surely.
No, Jay has. Harry
Did spirits
never finished it.
No more.
Harry said geese.
is deliberately tempting you to eat
Are they?
learned
Oh no.
how to control
What?
my dreams with full
I don't
consciousness.
think I put sugar in the tea.
Shannon, no!
That was a very
No! No!
Excuse me one moment, please.
Bring the sugar to me!
The Fade reflects the world. Second, the Fade your enemies destroy the world. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because
I'm just skipping past this.
for
Yawn.
Spirits of purpose help me serve. Wisdom and purpose. And if your mind is free of corrupting influences, is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her fate? Thank you.
Oh, hi there.
Me lord.
Did you forget something?
I've brought your sugar, me lord. Forgive me.
Can you believe?
Forgive me, my lord.
Now she's dropping stuff.
I dropped the spoon. Forgive me. So how's the game going?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna judge you how much sugar you put in my tea. Oh!
You're making me
So
nervous.
she basically poured the sugar on, but because it kept cascading over.
You're making
Oh
me nervous. Stop.
So basically, she had the spoon over my tea, and she pours the sugar onto it.
You were making me nervous by pointing it out and doing a commentary.
And so it's cascading over the mountain of sugar on the spoon, and so it's basically, it's not like 3 spoonfuls of sugar, it's like at least 4 by the time it's like spilled in. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our hands are cold.
And my hands are cold. And I'm on my
I'm going to
knees
start thrashing.
looking for the... I can't move my hand if you're laying on it. Thank you. Oh,
What did you do?
I'm stuck.
Ah!
My Fitbit's stuck on your clothes. Oh god.
I blame you.
Oh
god. You're one job, Shannon.
Chaos.
Shannon's causing chaos again.
I'm so sorry. It's like really stuck.
Oh my god. I'm gonna keep playing.
There we go. Alright. See you in a moment, chat.
Are we human? Harry says.
No.
No.
We're all just figments of machine.
Look who's back. I shouldn't be surprised. You Oxmen have... Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out. The Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supply. He died at the contract.
Oh, we dancers. Our time is vital. I'm on my knees. Oh. And I'm on my knees. Looking for the answer. Shannon, entertain us. Come on, Shannon.
So,
Thank you for hurrying.
I used to have this lizard,
So many years.
and I forget what it used to be called. But I now look after the lizard. and
Oh,
I named him
Larry.
Frank. Oh, he's named Larry.
How dare you change his
I
name?
named him Frank.
His name's Larry.
I named him Frank.
I thought you meant like a real lizard at first. I'm like, I have a lizard.
No. The plushy one that's full of all of the beans.
The beans.
The beans. Out of all of the guys here, who do you think you could bench press the easiest?
In the game or in real life?
In the game.
Who could I bench press?
Yes.
Out of the companions or everyone that I meet?
Just who's in this current little area right now?
Oh, okay, this guy.
This this motherfucker right here.
The one I'm talking to right now, he looks pretty tiny.
He's a pipsqueak.
Okay, Shannon. Who do you think you could bench press? IRL.
IRL?
Mhm.
Oof. No one. I am a weak boy.
A weak boy.
I could do it to Cinnamon, but then I would feel very bad and immediately apologize.
Hey, like, hiya!
Now that Cassandra's out of here,
I'm sorry, little guinea pig, forgive me.
She's like, how dare you!
I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful.
Hello, Varric.
Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Does anyone know that movie from Get Out?
No, Shannon, stop swirling the tea.
You're under my suggestion now.
No, let's resist.
Bad for morale.
It's fine
would be an
now.
understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there
I was gonna say it, but then I thought maybe not.
What? Oh god, I think I know what you were gonna say.
I'm not gonna say it.
Also, Shannon.
Yes.
No joke. When you started tapping it a bunch of times, I started getting really tired.
I
It
like
works.
to think I'm as selfish and responsible as the next guy, but this, thousands of people
Also,
died on that
tea is
mountain.
very sugary now.
I was almost one of them, and now there's a hole in the sky.
So, Shannon.
Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
Hang on a minute. Chat! Have you got any more questions to fill the silence?
Tentacles.
Chatacles. Oh yeah, question, Shannon. What do we name our subscribers?
Our subscribers.
Mhm.
I like tentacles.
Chatacles.
I'm still not sure I believe that
What do
any
we
of this
think
is really...
is the best
This is all just a
profession
maker winding us up.
in Dragon
I hope there's a damn good punchline coming.
What was that,
I
Shannon?
want to consider running.
What's
at
the
first
best profession?
opportunity.
in
I've written
Dragon
enough
Age?
tragedies to
Profession? You mean like class?
No.
Heroes are everywhere.
Profession.
What do you mean by profession?
Like there's the Inquisitor, there's the person with the book, there's fighters,
You mean
there's
like-
Solace.
Soulless.
Soulless, I'm sorry.
Soulless isn't a profession, Shannon.
But he has a profession that's distinct from the other ones, and I don't know what it is exactly.
I mean, to be fair, he's not really. It's like, do you want to be a mage, a this, or a this, basically?
I want to be a whore.
I don't. You might like Vivian.
Okay.
She is literally a mistress
Does it trouble you?
to a duke.
I want to be like Ender, and I want to keep everyone's morale up with my butthole.
That's basically what's his name? Bull.
Yay!
It stops
I mean, Bull literally has sex with all the kitchen workers.
Take our victories where we
like
can.
Yes.
What's important
Okay,
is
good,
that
good.
your
He's
mark
literally having sex every night with hot
as
women.
is the breach.
Oh my god.
You've given us
Mm-hmm.
time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power.
They should do a thing
The
where
same
if you're a
level of
Kunari,
power
you
used
can
to
fight
open the
Bull,
breach in the
so then
first
everyone
place.
can watch
That
Kunari
is
on
not
Kunari.
easy to come by.
That would be hot.
I just think that would be a great idea.
That'd be very. I mean, there is a bit where you beat him with a stick.
A stick, you say?
A stick. There's literally a bit where like he's like it's like a whole Ben Hasraff training thing, and you just basically whack him in the stomach with a stick a bunch.
Oh.
What harm could there be in
You
powering
know how
up
because
something we
Kunaris
barely
are really
understand?
tall?
Yes.
Hold on to that.
Do they have to
sense of
like
humor.
make separate things for these scenes where they have to like tilt the characters' heads up
Yep.
to match where the other
May I
persons would
present
be?
Commander
Yep.
Cullen, leader
That
of
sounds
the
like a lot of
Inquisition
effort.
forces.
It really is. It's either that or they've got like a. I think it's motion capture
We
this.
lost many soldiers
Okay.
in the valley. and I fear
So
many more.
potentially just got different actors in.
This is Lady Joseph.
pretty blonde boy.
It's
Our
pretty-
ambassador.
You can romance him if you are. You can romance her as a Kunari male.
Even taller
Okay.
than I'd heard.
She likes Kunaris.
Of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My
But,
position here involves a degree
I might
of-
flirt with Cullen just 'cause it's
Here's
quite
our
funny.
spymaster.
Okay.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
You could have let her finish.
Which means we must approach the rebel
Never.
mages for help.
And I
She's
still
a spy.
think The Templars could serve just as
Oh my
well.
god, she's Emerald.
We need
Literally.
power,
She's literally.
Commander. Enough
She has a whole
magic
room where
poured
she's like,
into
look at
that
this
mark.
reason.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition.
You as a Templar? Kill him!
No, he's nice, Shannon. Well, he's nice now.
I was gonna say, Templars are bad. I know that much about the game at least.
Well, it's hard to explain. Templars, right. Okay. Neither side is good, in my opinion. Mages and Templar. Mages, basically, the Chantry sucks. The Chantry's the main issue. Because the Chantry is the ones that, like, magic is really bad because it could destroy everything. And so they then basically give the Templars lyrium, which makes them in servitude to the Chantry, otherwise they don't get any lyrium, which makes them go insane or die. And the Templars' job is to keep the mages inside the circle towers, which is then like a prison. But then you talk to Vivian and she's like, each circle tower different. Yes, there's some that were horrible and like prisons, but hers that she was in, she literally got to go live in a palace and like educate herself. But it just depends on which side you're looking at. It's a bit of a situation.
Oh no, don't do that.
That didn't
What?
take long.
Shouldn't they be busy
I
arguing
was trying
over
to
who's
copy
going to
files
become
over
divine?
from
Some are
one
calling you
thing to the other thing,
naughty.
but it just
And
moved them
others
instead of
unjust.
copying. And I was like, oh, I just need copies.
The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we heretics for
Meh.
Is there an actual
Chancellor
book on
Roderick's
the end of her
doing,
book?
no doubt.
Candle on the end of her book.
It limits our options. Approaching the
A
mages
candle,
or
yes.
Templars for
No,
help is
I mixed up my
currently
words
out
there,
of
but I'm sure it came out properly.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple.
So
how you
I'm the
stopped
problem.
the breach from growing.
It's
They
me.
have also heard about
Hi.
the woman seen in the
I'm the
light
problem,
when we
it's
first
me.
found you. They believe that was Andraste,
See, it
Even
probably
if we
doesn't
tried
help
to
that
stop that
I'm
view from
watching
spreading.
the stream,
which we have
which is
not.
on like a bit of a delay. So
The
I'm
point
seeing
is
things.
everyone is
You're
talking
probably
about
seeing
you.
them ages
Quite
ago.
a title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I don't mind it at all.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat.
Why are
they
there
just
so
don't
many
think we
images?
can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
There is something you can do.
Just gonna.
A Chantry
Where's
cleric
my-
by the
I
name
need-
of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will
in
find
the-
Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
You got this, Shannon.
Look for other
I'm
options
trying to do
expand
work
the
at the same
Inquisition's
time,
influence
but it's
while
not.
you're there.
My brain is just not
We
connecting any
need
of the
agents
wires,
to
and I'm also
extend
like,
our reach
what's
beyond this
happening
valley.
with the temple?
And you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options.
I need to
I won't
decide
leave this
if I'm
up to
going
the
to get the Templars' help or the Mage's help. If I get the Mage's help, I meet Dorian quicker. If I get the Templars' help, I meet Dorian less quickly.
Is there a but to that, or is that just it?
That's it. But I do
What
meet
the
Cole,
mage? Oh, okay.
and Cole's a sweet innocent bean.
Do we eventually meet him?
Oh yeah, basically, the place you're at now, spoilers, gets attacked.
Spoilers.
If you go with the mages, Cole comes to warn you about the attacks that's coming. If you go with the Templars, Dorian comes to warn you.
Oh, so it's like the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you guys rather be a mage or a Templar?
Mage.
Okay. Do Templars have mage powers?
They have like the ability to like use some kind of magic to like negate magic to like capture mages quickly.
Okay. They're a less chill version of Aizawa.
Yeah.
Guy with big red hat.
Guy with red hat.
There was a guy, he had a big red hat and white robes.
That was a girl, Shannon.
I was being gender neutral by saying guy.
Sure. Was you actually? No, I was not.
No, it's not. I thought it was a dude.
Her name is Mother Giselle. She speaks French, Shannon. Shannon,
Pardon?
you did not respond.
I did not respond to what?
I was talking to you.
so sorry. Hello.
I was saying her name is Mother Giselle, and she speaks French.
Heard the stories.
Why does she speak French?
Because Olay is like set in like a France sort of
You
thing.
might not know much about the Canary, but
Okay.
you'll get no backtalk from anyone here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at
Pardon
your
me.
service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Shannon, throw out a question.
Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Apples or oranges?
That's not a question, Shannon.
Yes, it is. Apples or oranges?
I'm starting to worry
Our
about
oranges.
stories that everyone's heard.
Oh,
Interesting.
there's nothing to worry about. They
I would
only
say
say you're the
apples.
last great hope for
Why?
Thedas.
Oh,
Because I
wonderful.
don't like the way
hinterlands
orange.
are-
Harry has got
They
drinks,
need
by
to
the way.
start
He's got
fixing things.
drinks.
We came to secure
Bring them
horses
to us.
from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here.
Questions.
And
Questions
people
then
always
me.
said that Dennett's
Apples.
herds were the strongest. And
I
the
like how
fastest
apples can
outside
be
of
made
the
into apple
Frostbacks.
pie.
But with the
Yes.
Mage Templar fighting getting worse,
But you can make orange
we
marmalade.
couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows
I don't like
if he's even
marmalade.
still alive.
Why don't you like
Mother Giselle's at
Hello?
the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say
Harry, if
the
I
war's
respond
spread
to you,
there
it means
too.
you are welcome to come in.
Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect
There
the
you go.
people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
One second, I have a message. Sorry, Harry, I did not see your message until now.
The bean has sprouted and...
Let's make them. Peter, what if they're...
Did you know that you're...
Peter, what if...
My TikToks. Boop. Okay.
Be warned. He is making his way upstairs.
Ah. One second. Come in.
In the meantime, how are we guys feeling about the stream? Do we feel like he's gonna survive? I don't think it's that kind of game, to be fair.
Hello.
I don't. You can just like do what you like.
I mean, no, you can die,
Oh, okay.
but like you'll just respawn.
You just have so much skill, you don't ever have to worry about dying.
Oh, thank you. Just, there you go. There you go. So, yeah, we don't have to. I mean, I did kill a dragon today.
Very nice.
It was very much a good thing for Bull. Shannon, here's the question. Do I do this stream as a do a thing run, but do I romance Bull or Dorian?
Oh. Bull.
Bull, okay.
Wait, who's your do everything stream? Everything.
Everything private run.
Yeah.
Private is Dorian.
Okay, do Bull then.
Yeah. So you guys will see the Bull thing, and then my private little, comfort thing. We got a Jago and Dorian, but I'm like, Dorian's my private baby.
And also, we know what it looks like.
Whereas I've never actually seen a full thing of Bull, honestly.
Yeah. So let's give
That
Bull a
may be
run.
worth investigating.
I was gonna resist flirting with my man. I should have made a female canary.
Yeah, because then at least you gotta flirt with him.
Damn it! I'm trying to restart.
End the stream, guys.
No, then just restart the game.
Mother Giselle cannot be far.
Everyone's like, no, please. Oh, I got 9 views, yay! Is it the one, Jay, is it the one where the people walk in after you've finished having sex?
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Yep, that is a funny scene, I'll give you that. Bull is a gay boy. And not like an insult. I do not mean that like an insult. I mean he's a gay boy.
He happens to be a homosexual.
Well, technically he's pan.
Hold. We are not apostates.
Because he doesn't give a crap what gender you are or what. Also, guys, right, I was saying this to Shan the other day. I realized you could technically make a trans character in this game. Because,
I have the Adam's apple option.
yeah, on the females you can give them an Adam's apple. So you could, in theory, make a trans female. What's pansexual? Correct me if I'm wrong, Shannon, because you are pansexual, correct?
Maybe.
Maybe. It's why you're dating me. Pansexual basically means you don't give a crap what the gender is or what the identify as, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you.
It's like,
oh yeah.
That's just it. Like the difference between bi and pan is bi, you're attracted to two genders, so the typical male and female. Pan is like anything, you know.
More coming our way.
So like you don't mind, because like you're pansexual and you don't mind that I'm trans.
Nope.
But some people might not like that.
Yeah, they might get turned off on it.
And I'll be like, no, I want male or female. It's like, okay, that's fair enough.
So,
I am
okay.
transitioning. So I'm not that.
Also, sometimes it's like, if you've been with someone long enough, and they're like, hey, I feel like I need to transition to become who I am. Surely you've developed enough of a relationship at that point.
You'd
to, like,
think that I've definitely had a relationship once where
live beyond the physical.
you think I had a relationship and they warned me from the get-go when as soon as I said, hey, I've had issues with my gender in the past, they basically said, well, if you ever transition from a girl to a guy, I'm dumping you because I don't like girls. I was like,
it's done.
Writing that down as a worry for later.
Red flag.
Literally, red flag. I have no issues with putting these concerns forward at the beginning. That's what is important about communication. It's why when we first started dating, I said, "Hey, just to let you know from the get-go, I'm questioning my gender and da 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 da," and your reaction was amazing. It was just, okay. I still like you. I still want to be with you. End of story.
It's not that hard to be a considerate human being, guys.
Are you sure, Shannon? It's pretty hard. You gotta think about people's feelings.
Yeah, you would think.
Surely no more evil than your blade. What? Hush, dear boy. Allow them.
But yeah, no, Jay, Harry, if you have any question about that kind of sort of stuff, I'm not saying I'm like the voice of that sort of area, but you know, I'm happy to answer questions about that. Gets the conversations going, you know. That's what we need in this world. The only way to
impromptu Q&A.
I mean, more. The only way to get rid. I've said this too far, Sean. The only way to get rid of ignorance is information.
Yep.
That's the only way you get rid of ignorance. And ignorance. I never want to say ignorant like it's an insult.
Yeah.
Because whenever you say, "Oh, you're ignorant," it sounds like an insult. I mean more so in the sense of it's ignorance in the sense of.
And I'm familiar with those behind it.
I don't know what the word is.
I won't lie.
But like,
let's have a look.
Let's Google dictionary this. Jay, when you remember it, just ask away.
Some are simply terrified. So many
misinformed? Uninformed?
Lacking the knowledge or awareness in general.
There you go. Yeah, it's lacking knowledge. And it's like, it's not a bad thing. It's when you then provided information that you just choose to ignore. It's choosing to be ignorant. That's the bad thing.
Yeah.
When you choose to be ignorant of the world.
What happened was horrible.
And the only way to get rid of that is information. And if you're giving information, you kind of have to go at it with a. If they're intending to insult you, be insulted. Fair enough. But if they genuinely do not know and they're asking a question and you come at it with aggression or anything like that, they're not going to look, because there's a whole thing, a study where it's like, if you actually try to prove something wrong with accurate facts or it actually is more likely that this person will not believe you. Have you seen that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing where it's like, it basically makes you fight more on your opinion because, it's like your brain associates it basically being attacked.
You needn't convince them.
Which is stupid, but that's human brain for you.
That's fair.
The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive.
But yeah, that's just my TED talk.
So I show up.
Have you felt that strangers treat you differently? In what way? Like, as a couple or like individually?
I mean, we can answer both.
True. I mean, I'm not too aware. Yeah, I mean, unless you've noticed things like that, Shannon, and I'm just. Oh, as a guy. You just get misgendered because people hear my voice. That's the thing that always gets people. They're always like, your voice. It's like, oh, well, even I hate it because I work in a retail job. It's like, oh, give the thing to the lady, to the kids. Like, hand it to the lady, hand it to the lady. I'm like, I wear pronoun badges. I literally have pronoun badges that say he, him, and they're on display for everyone to see.
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition.
And yeah, I still get called lady.
We should speak with him.
It's like, why? But regarding the couple question, I don't know, Shannon, have you ever seen anything differently?
I mean, when I like see other relationships, because like at work, there's very much like Jess is non-binary, so their relationship is quite similar to ours. But then there's also other people who have they're heterosexual, and the guys are just assholes.
Really?
They're just dicks. Like they like want them over for sexual time, and they call them ugly names, and but then they're like, oh, you know, I love you. I just you know, I struggle with feelings. Whatever. Or they just don't even say stuff like that. They just do horrible stuff, and they just keep going back. And I'm like, I'm glad I'm not like that. I don't want that.
It's like, maybe I always go like, oh, I already know I was born a female. No matter what I do, I was born a female. I can change, I can social transition, I can physically transition much as I can. I will always be born biologically female. I'm aware of this, I've accepted it. It sucks, but, I mean, I've got to live my life the best I can.
Yeah.
I see it as a positive sometimes, as I can almost be like, I will get to experience both sides.
Okay.
I've seen and felt what it's like to be a female. It sucks. For different reasons. Sexism, misogyny, which is the same thing. Everything like that. And the fear. Because I'm trans, I'm more scared to go out. Because not only was I born female, that's already a terrifying thing, especially for what is it, April 23rd, is it?
April 24th.
April 24th. That might get us sick. So, oh, Jesus Christ. Watching out for the YouTube there, yeah?
YouTube, yeah, it's an official day, okay?
We hate it. It's a fact, but Jesus Christ. But also...
I should have said grape.
You should say grape. Say, Shan, from now on say grape. We do not need this stream shut down.
We do not approve of grapes.
They suck. They got seeds in. But anyway, that's a thing, by the way, guys. That is a terrifying thing. But also, as trans, we're more likely to be attacked than a straight person. Cis person. Is it cis?
You can use cis or...
Having a good day?
I think straight...
Straight is like sexuality, cis is...
Yeah. The identity.
Gender. Yeah. But yeah, it's a literal thing. Like tons of guys have made jokes on TikTok and all that kind of thing where
they've been doing it since 2021.
Yeah, 2021. I was 21. Jesus Christ, that was 2 years ago. It's a genuine thing. People are messed up, basically. It's why I'm glad I'm not working my night shift that day.
I'm gonna request it off.
Fully.
Yeah, fully.
Will you meet me so I'm not walking alone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, literally, this is what you have to do, like, I mean, literally, going back to the whole thing of, I've seen the two perspectives, I literally worked at McDonald's for years, and there was one point where I was stood outside, and the guys, the biological men, were like, right, okay, we're gonna go, basically, all booked a taxi beforehand, and, because we were closing, they were all just going to leave me, it was like, 1 o'clock in the morning, in the middle of where I live, and it was like dark, obviously, and the problem was where the McDonald's I worked at was like under a bridge, basically, and they were all just going to leave me there. by myself, waiting for my taxi. And they were like, well, there's a camera over there, so it'll film. I'm like, oh great, so if anything happens to me, at least you have it recorded. Thank you. How's that?
That's the point, guys.
I nearly had a panic attack. I started crying when they said they were going to leave me, because the taxi arrived. And even the manager was going to leave. And
it's just ridiculous.
Literally, because it's their job to make sure the employees are safe. And I basically started panicking so much that one of them went, okay, we'll see you, Jesus. It's like, don't say shit, like, I could have been attacked easily. There was a lot of loonies where I lived.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't care if you find that annoying that you have to stay 5-10 minutes extra. Don't leave the person who is, I'm very small, I'm very weak looking. You know what I mean? I'm weak looking, but I'll bite and kick you. I will not go down without fighting. You know what I mean? That's what I've always been taught, like, you know, don't give him the advantage. Make him think you're a weak little morsel, but then you bite them in the face. Act crazy, that's one lesson I got taught. But yeah, it's like, it's messed up the world we're in. But the main point of that was I see it as a positive because I've seen both the female side, but I also get to experience the male side, and not everyone will be able to do that. Because they're happy with but like, you're happy being female. You've never had to question your identity, have you?
No. Like,
well, your gender identity.
Yeah, I've hated my body, but I've never hated my body because it's the wrong body. Like, it's the right body, I just don't like it.
Well, yeah, because, like, I was going to say something, like, it's really weird because, like, you say that, but I still see you as, like, a beautiful being. A beautiful goddess, if you will.
I don't agree, but thank you.
How dare you! Oh, we got 9 views. Don't know if I already noticed that or not. But yeah, it's like, it's so weird to think, like, you can see it, like, I hate how I look right now because I'm not in the right body. Where's the enemies? Oh, I clicked off of the screen. Damn it, there we go. But yeah, I absolutely hate how I look because of, like, being in my body and all that sort of stuff. But I have to remember it won't always be like that. I will one day be able to be in the right body. And that's what you just gotta keep thinking about. And just ignore the reality.
I'm very happy right now.
What was that?
So, a little bit of a tangent.
Okay.
So you know how with Stardew, I was always like, oh, I want to do the cheats.
You've played Stardew?
Oh, not yet. I'm going soon.
You're saying, go on.
Maybe
finish your sentence, woman.
Sorry. So, I was like, I wonder if I've actually got any of the achievements. Because, like, the cheats were like, oh, it might not work with all the achievements. But I am getting achievements.
Same to fair, I got achievements, so I was like, oh man, it's different, I don't know.
But it says earn 250,000. I've not. Maybe it's because I've cheated and I've given myself that.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Rather than earning it.
Yeah.
And have I not cooked 10 recipes yet? I've upgraded my house.
Maybe some save, some don't, I don't know. Also, yes, my perspective is not always agreed upon, but it's a good conversation piece to have.
Yeah, it's a perspective.
It's a perspective. Is it the right one? No.
There is no such thing as the right perspective. Just what is and what isn't.
I like that though. If you guys have any more things for us to conversate on.
I think it's easier for us to conversate on things that we know.
Yeah. Or we have an opinion on.
Yeah.
If you think of anything, Shannon, let me know because then we can actually have a discussion on that.
Our favourite topic to debate: abortion.
Oh dear Lord, Shannon, you trying to get me cancelled? Shannon, are you trying to get me cancelled? What the hell, man?
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want it.
Let's not talk about it because I'd rather not get cancelled.
Ooh, artichoke.
Let's discuss things that aren't too controversial.
Do we think we should not breed pugs anymore?
I love pugs, but they are dying. They are a race that needs to. The thing is, we don't have to not breed pugs. We can just breed them out of the pug race.
Yeah.
And then all the health issues would literally be sorted. But it's because kennel clubs, want that aesthetic look of like a pug. Even though I know a guy who basically said pugs basically, I think he said that pugs basically look like they've ran into a screen door face first.
Yeah, they kind of do.
But they're so cute! I mean, to be fair, you gotta agree.
You are a part of the problem.
No, I say that we should breed out the pug and the bulldog, because then it helps the birth rate, it helps them, live longer.
Yeah.
But
the Templars have secured a position ahead.
Is breeding pugs with no health? No health? Oh, no health issues. There we go. So someone apparently in Sweden Chan is breeding pugs so they don't have health issues.
Good.
It's just the UK that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, what the frick? I got distracted.
Never get distracted.
I blame you.
Where do I put the cranberries?
Up your butt.
No! Please, sir, there's no room.
No room. Okay then.
I may have already put the artichokes up there.
Oh my god, Shannon! So Shannon. Berries and cream, Harry says. So Shannon, any other interesting debates / topics to discuss? You should just, when we next do one of these streams, Shannon, which I'm hoping to do more often, especially with Dragon Age, because I'm falling in love with Dragon Age again. You should get some Reddit stories, them Am I the Asshole stories.
Oh my god, yes! I can read them to you.
Do it now, Shannon! Get some Reddit stories!
Okay.
It helps because I got multiple things to focus on.
I also don't know how Reddit works.
So when you go to Reddit, you need to type in Shannon, what does FTW stand for? I'm a boomer right now.
For the win.
Oh, thank you. Harry basically said, am I the asshole, but with Dragon Age gameplay for the win.
Okay, so we'll start with. I found one.
Okay.
I have to read, but I want to play Stardew.
You can do both. Just put one on one screen. Or read off your phone.
No. I'll read one, and then I'll go back to my game while we talk.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So, am I the asshole for not wanting my sister involved in my wedding at all?
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
Potentially.
It's Rhiannon.
Oh, don't say the name, Shannon.
I'm kidding.
Look, I want my sister involved in my wedding. She had me in hers, I will have her in mine.
Yeah. So, for context, I, female 24, and my boyfriend, male 28, have been talking about our plans for the future. One topic came up about possibly getting married in the next few years. We've been together for 4 years now, and we have a baby girl. I told him that I don't want my older sister, let's call her Linda, to be involved in the wedding, and to just be a guest. The reason being is that I was in my sister's wedding, also 24, we're only 6 days apart. Let's call her Margaret.
Wait, how are they 6 days apart?
The reason being is that I was in my sister's wedding. Okay.
What?
So there's the OP, there's Margaret, and there's Linda. So
Who's
Margaret and OP are both 24, but they are 6 days apart.
Jay just said twins can be born days apart.
Jesus, that'd be awful.
Imagine that, you're giving birth, you're like, what do you mean one doesn't want to come out? Pull it out, smoke it!
Except the fact that our older sister was trying to take everything over and pretty much make it all about her.
Ooh.
When Margaret went dress shopping the first time, our sister Linda just couldn't let Margaret enjoy herself and make her own decisions. She was constantly bad-mouthing the dresses Margaret liked and pretty much picked a dress that only she liked. So when Margaret wanted to go shopping again, she didn't invite Linda and found the perfect dress that she glowed in and decided to actually buy it, unlike the other ones. Then when it came to the rehearsal, Linda was trying to boss everyone around and take charge, which was making Margaret kind of upset.
So is Linda not getting married in that situation? It's Margaret getting married and Linda's taking control. Ah, she's a wannabe bridezilla.
It must be, yeah.
Okay. Continue.
So, I was there for the rehearsal right after a very tragic event, so when we were done, instead of staying and having pizza with everyone, I decided to go to where they were all staying the night and having the bachelorette party. I was there for rehearsal, so when we were done, instead of staying and having pizza with everyone else, I decided to go to where we were all staying the night and having the bachelorette party for Margaret to calm down and relax before a whole bunch. Okay. Then when I got there, I saw that Linda had also left and wanted to get things set up for Margaret. So I helped and told her that the only reason I left is that I wasn't feeling like being around a whole bunch of people at the moment, but I couldn't miss our sister's wedding. Linda said she understood and just didn't want me to be alone. So I just sat in silence on my phone watching videos and talking to my man, hoping he'd come to
The man.
My hubby.
My
future hubby. Even after the day we had to go through. If you want to know about what happened, just let me know and I'll elaborate. Then after a while, I could tell that Linda was getting kind of mad, and I asked what's wrong, and she said that obviously Margaret wasn't appreciative of us enough to spend time with us because she wasn't here. Her wedding is literally... Her bachelor party is literally happening. What are you talking about?
Bachelorette.
Yeah, her bachelorette party is literally happening.
Yeah.
Also, you don't have to be here.
It is.
So I tried to tell her that they had pizza and was probably just enjoying spending time with everyone. But Linda wasn't listening. So when Margaret did show up, she didn't say anything, but she had an angry look on her face. Then we watched Margaret open all the gifts we got her and put on a movie, and we all fell asleep. So when we got up and went to the venue to get everything set up, I was talking to Margaret, and Linda decided to just walk off and give Margaret a piece of her mind by going off on her, which ended in Margaret running to the bathroom crying on her own wedding day.
Wow.
I was furious and said that it was uncalled for, and Linda just said she deserved it because she didn't come to see us and went outside. I didn't chase her because I just didn't want to make a huge scene on Margaret's wedding day. So my parents, brothers, and I helped finish decorating the venue, and after about half an hour, Margaret came out of the bathroom and also decided to help decorate. At first she wasn't really smiling until our dad and I started making jokes and acting goofy.
Aww.
Then when it came to start getting ready, we all went inside and the wedding party started getting our makeup and hair done. And Linda just started to take over everything, making sure that she was done first, and telling everyone the order in which everyone would have to get ready, putting Margaret last.
What? It's literally her wedding!
It's literally her wedding as well. I started to get extremely annoyed at this point, and didn't even want to be in the same room as Linda, because I felt like I was going to go off on her. I kept my cool, and enjoyed the rest of our day. Then our brothers ended up getting married, one 2 years after Margaret, and the other one just another year after the first. And I heard from them that Linda was doing the exact same things to them.
Oh, wow.
So I've told my mom that Linda is not going anywhere near my wedding. She will be a guest and only a guest. My little sister has gotten on the same page as I am. So there's Linda, Margaret, OP,
some brothers.
2 brothers, and a little sister.
How many kids do you need, woman?
My little sister has gotten on the same page as I am, and she's going to be getting engaged.
Oh my god,
year.
yeah. So Jade said that it's a dreaded bridesmaidzilla.
Yeah, literally. So am I the asshole for not wanting my sister involved in my wedding? No.
Nope. Instantly nope.
The master doesn't
Like,
want me.
I would hate that.
You put up a few watchtowers.
It's like, it's not your wedding. You can have an opinion, but that's it. You can't then dictate. And the fact that she was like, I need to get ready first, and then Margaret can go last. Like, Margaret literally needs her wedding makeup done. She's gonna need photography. She's gonna need to make sure she's ready for her vows. It's not your day. It sounds...
Universe.
Is Linda the youngest sister?
I don't think so, because OP has a little sister.
Okay.
And I think Margaret's the same age as OP, so I think Linda might be older, because they said older sister Margaret. Linda, sorry.
So maybe she's like middle child, maybe it's like middle child syndrome, you know, where like...
Oh god, no.
Which I kind of feel a little sorry for, because middle child syndrome is the worst. It's like you are the most forgotten. But then you also don't take your sister... The other thing as well is, like, after the whole, like, you know, the whole thing where we read the other side of the stories.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, though, like, did Linda have a bad time with Margaret? Did maybe they give her a bad childhood upbringing? Linda's being a bitch, no doubt about it, but it does make you wonder, like, if there's another side to the story.
Yeah, that's fair.
What do you think?
I think that the parents need to do something.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't be the kids solving this. The parents should be like,
Yeah.
Linda, can you stop?
Literally, if it happened to Margaret and it happened to the 2 brothers...
Why are the parents not stopping now?
Surely at this point the parents would step in and be like, "Hey, you need to stop taking, being so. Why are you freaking out so much about weddings?"
Next
it
one,
always
Shannon.
comes back to people just need to talk.
Literally communication.
Now we'll get to the next one once I've done some more Stardew. I'm checking my chicken huts. Because I have a shiny egg. You know, I think weddings in general are just such a hullabaloo. There's like 0.001% chance of nothing going wrong. Like, something is just gonna go wrong.
Do you think someone's gonna go wrong at our wedding?
I feel like if we plan for it, we'll be pleasantly surprised when it doesn't.
Well, it's like, right, you remember the episode of Friends where Monica and Chandler get married?
Yes.
And Monica literally plans for all the things to go wrong, and everything that was going to go wrong was involving Rachel. I'm not surprised, let's be honest. Yeah. I mean, literally, doesn't she literally go, "Oh, you're right, also thank you." Literally, she's like, hey, they're all my job. She gets really offended. But then Monica literally goes, "Thank you for helping pick up my grandma from the airport. That was really helpful." And she's like, "Of course." And it's the reveal that she didn't pick her up. She's like, "There's a grandma." Yeah. It's like, "Where's the grandma?"
Where did you leave the grandma?
Well, she didn't pick her up, so she's still at the airport, probably.
Yeah.
It's like, I do wonder if is there someone you would give a job to that you would plan for them to not do it or fail at it, basically.
No.
Really?
Unless I can think of a really inconsequential job. But right now I can't think of anything that would be inconsequential.
Like, what would you do though if let's say for example you said to your mum, "Hey, I need you to pick up my dress at this time, this place," and she didn't do it, like she forgot.
I would kill her.
Do you think your mum would ever try to steal steal the show basically at your wedding?
I don't think so, but I think she'd make it weird.
How so?
I
need to know this shit, Shannon.
I don't know. It's somehow. I don't know.
Oh Lord.
Well, there's already that whole big issue about like walking down the aisle and stuff. So
like, that was a bit of an oof.
I'm like, if you want to do it, just tell me. I thought it wasn't that big of a deal.
Also, technically, she's not that. She's the mother of the bride. She's not. The mother of the bride doesn't walk them down the aisle.
Yeah, that's fine.
The father of the bride does. Standardly. Wait, who walks me down the aisle? I want to walk down the aisle.
No, because you're already at the aisle when it starts.
I want to be walked down the aisle.
Okay, well then your mum can walk you down the aisle.
Or my dad.
Or your dad. Both!
Both of them. Link arm in arm.
Literally, there is sometimes where they like do both. So.
I mean, I still really like the idea where it's like we have reserved seats for like the deceased.
Yeah, we're definitely good.
Although I've seen this thing where wedding planners have seen where people literally take seats that say reserved to sit on them, like they move them to where they want to sit. It's like if I find out, if we have to, basically my wedding planner is going to be my mum, in the sense of she's going to be in charge. I'm telling her, if you see anyone trying to move a reserved seat, I'm giving you permission to punch them.
Nice.
Because those reserved seats will say reserved because they are reserved for the deceased, like my grandma's. Sorry, your granddad, I presume.
Alan.
Anything like that? Yeah, I mean.
Harry said basalt chicken.
Basalt chicken.
The basalt chicken. Although I sold it.
You sold the chicken.
I didn't need it. I just needed it. It's basalt.
How dare you?
Centuries of tradition will guide us.
Don't let anyone. The walls
will. Jay said the best laid plans go wrong. Best to prepare things to go wrong. With any luck, they become fond memories down the line. You wouldn't want a bad memory to be in your wedding.
I don't know if Apothecary Adon can get you that.
Well, Harry, there was that my mum's friend. Her dad passed away before she could get married, and. So she had shoes made that, like, you know, Mod Podge, you know the thing I showed you the other day where it's like cardboard and you like put stickers or piece of paper over it?
Yeah.
She did that but pictures of her dad. So he was literally walking her down the aisle.
Yeah.
It literally made me cry. I was like, that's so cute. But yeah, it's like that's another thing I find is really cute.
But remember those who would help.
You keep talking as though I'm the equal of Andre.
I can only imagine. And Frank, in any case, I pray this Inquisition.
So, don't forget am I the asshole?
Ah, yes, we should go to the
Inquisition
next
cannot
story.
remain, Ambassador. If you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
My boyfriend's
This is
mom
an
ruined
inopportune
me
time,
financially.
Marquis. More of the faithful
What?
flock here each
I'm
day.
glad we finished it off with
But allow me
financially
to
then.
introduce
Literally.
a brave soul who
I,
risked his
22
life to
female,
slow the
work at a
magic of
job
the
that my boyfriend's mom also works at.
Master Adar.
That's never a good
This is the
sign.
Marquis Durelli,
She started about
one
a
of
year
Divine
after I did.
Justinia's greatest.
At first, working with her was
the
fine, but after a
rightful
while, she was
owner
starting
of
to
the
act like
papers.
she owned the place. She
Yeah.
would purposely tell the owner
Interest
everything
in
that I
his
did
land for
wrong in
purpose.
her eyes, and I'd get chewed up
This
for it.
Inquisition is
The
not
owner
a
has sat me down
beneficiary
and
of
told me that I am
this
making my boyfriend's mum, we'll call her Amy. I am upsetting her, and she'll have to find a new
Interesting.
job if I don't stop stressing her out. I.e., I wash the dishes too loudly.
What?
An ambassador
I feel
to
bad,
ensure
but I
the
promised
date is
and
at
promised to be more aware of things that might upset her. But every other day, it's a new complaint. I think she's very much jealous of my relationship with her son and even my job.
Thank you.
At one point, she even made the comment that I was earning more than her. I don't know why she was even looking at my checks to begin with. I
That's
still never
illegal.
noted the comment, literally, and I told her, I need the money more than you, which in hindsight was not the right thing to say, but I was fed up with her looking for ways to get me fired. She only works there as something to do because she is over 65 and retired. She explicitly told us all that this was just because she was bored when she was first started. Most recently, though, everything came to a
Having the
head.
head
She
on
relayed a
the desk.
private conversation I had with my
Let's
boyfriend.
ask him.
I told him that the workplace had become toxic for me since his
I'm
mum had
more
started
concerned
targeting
this
me,
won't
and
actually
I was
solve
unhappy
any
with my job.
problems.
My boyfriend shouldn't
I
have told
agree.
anyone about it,
It
and
just
he has
lends
since
credence
apologized.
to the idea that
But
we should
Amy
care
took the
what the
information
Chantry
and
says.
twisted it and told the owner that I
I will
hated
go
them
with him.
and hated working here. Neither of
Mother
which that I
Giselle
actually
said
said.
she could provide us
In result,
names.
my hours took a major
Use
cut
them.
and I lost over $700 of income.
This is
I was able
What?
to pay my rent, utilities,
choice
or my
do we
son's
have,
medical
Liliana?
expenses.
What?
Right
My
now,
son
we
has
can't approach
clubfoot that
anyone
requires
for
him
help
to
with
wear
the breach.
corrective braces at night. Every few months he needs
Use
to go
what
upstairs and he will
influence
need
we
them
have
until
to
he's
hold the
4.
clerics together.
I talked to
Once
Amy
they are
before
ready,
this, and she was well
we will
aware that I
see
am in a
this through.
financial bind, but she still went on to spread the lies about me. She must have been pressured by her family to apologise because she did so earlier this week. But she only apologised for gossiping, not for how she's been treating me this whole time. She then had the audacity to ask me why I'm so upset. I'm over here, a single mum, struggling to pay bills every month and save my son's future.
Wait, sorry. Why is the dad not paying anything?
No idea.
Like, he's clearly around. Why is he not paying anything?
I mean, he might not be around. It might be a child that she had before the boyfriend.
But even then, still, like, if you've gone in a relationship with someone and you're living, or if you're living with them, whatever, surely you should be helping pay a little bit. If
You're
if,
just a nice person. Some people won't do that.
It's like
Some
if I-
people will be like, it's their kid. I don't care.
no, because like
Not
if you're
my
in a relationship, you accept both of them.
Just a guest seeker.
Otherwise, you're gonna be the Disney's evil villain
Skills
thing.
of observation
Yeah.
never fail to impress me, Varric.
Continue, sir.
No, that was it.
Oh, is it?
My lord Herald.
So wait, was that an Am I the Asshole? What was the Am I the Asshole bit?
I don't think it's Am I the Asshole. I think it's just
gathering on the
my boyfriend's mom has ruined me financially.
Jesus.
Protect the people from us?
Why haven't you confronted your boss about this? Like, you're in trouble for washing the dishes too loudly? No. That grown 65-plus-year-old woman can grow up and get over it. And your boyfriend is just letting his mum ruin your career. Move on
Literally.
from all of them.
Literally, dump.
Stand wary, guardsman.
Boot them all out.
Divorce if they were married.
Along with the Herald of Andraste.
It said boyfriend, so I think they're just like
Yeah.
Let him pass.
goofing around. Yeah, she's only 22. Like,
She can do better.
find someone better. Yeah.
Also, if it's in the UK, they might be able to get some like benefits,
Yeah, that should be true.
especially for the kid.
This is a
Pig.
false prophet.
Imagine having clubfoot though.
The breach in the sky
What was
is
that?
our true enemy.
Imagine having
We
clubfoot.
must unite
Like
to
that.
stop it.
I mean, when I was young, when I was a baby, I had this thing. I don't know what clubfoot is, but my feet basically curled inwards,
Okay.
and I needed like physiotherapy to straighten my feet.
Maybe that is it, yeah.
But I didn't need braces.
Still yourself. She is beneath us. What's the meaning of this? Her claim to all. If you
I
came to
I never
appeal
understand
to the
these people.
Chantry,
It's like,
you
why
are
are
too
you doing
late.
this?
The
What do you
only
get out of it?
destiny here that dem- What we truly need is an alliance. Oh, the breach is indeed a...
But Lord Seeker...
You are called...
I will make the Templar...
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Doesn't look like we'll be getting the Templars to help us after all.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must... Either way, we should first...
So what's happening in the game now?
Templars basically said, fuck you, we're not helping you.
Going to fix the hole in the
Rude.
Mm.
Knowing never been part of something. What?
The Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help.
This victory must please.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had. Now we have beat. And my fellow. Just tell me one thing. Do you?
I do believe it.
Several, but I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all.
It's not too late. The Chantry...
If only.
What's to stop?
We are not looking.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
My maker, no my... Oh, maker, have you come to scavenge now that the divine lies cold? Whisper your cune against the chant.
Oh god, no. This one just sounds like my worst nightmare.
What?
So, am I the asshole? Or would I be the asshole if I left my job? So I, 21 female, have been at this job since December.
Why are the Templars
I babysit
suffering losses
6
in the
kids.
capital? Isn't this a strong...
Wait,
Ages
6 kids?
6 kids. Ages
Order
6
must be
male,
restored
2
to
female, 3 female, 5 male, 9 male, and 13 male.
Maybe they'll
I
be
get
open to
paid
working
about
with the Inquisition.
$2,000 a month. That's alright, that. Well, I guess if it's American, it might not be correct. The majority of the time, I have the 2 youngest ones while the other ones go to school. Almost every day, the mother would text me about something that I did not do, or I did wrong. It'd be over the littlest things, like I forgot to clean the high chair. This has happened multiple times where she would threaten me with losing my job. Here is my schedule on a typical day. I get there at 4:30 in the morning.
And I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes.
If the baby is awake, then I put him to
help
sleep.
with the breach,
At 6 a.m., I would wake the kids up
Perhaps
for
you should
school.
look among your
I would have to
fellow
help
mages.
the 3-year-old get dressed and brush her hair. Trying to get the older boys to wake up.
More than
At
you'd
7 a.m.,
think.
I would make sure the boys are ready for their bus. I get the 2 middle ones ready for their bus. I wait for the middle 2 bus to come because it never comes on time. At 8, I would wake up the 2 and the 6-month-year-old. I would change their butts and get the baby's food ready. I'd entertain the kids until about 10 when the baby goes down for another nap. The 2 goes down for her nap at 11:40 within that time range.
Wait, so this is her job, taking care of kids?
Yep.
So 6 kids, and she earns what, $2,000
a month.
Dying bad.
Yeah, that's alright.
My mum earned peanuts when she took care of kids, and her kids threw keys at her.
Just thinking. By the time it comes around 4:10, the parents would come home. There are days that I do have to stay over for an extra 2 hours. When that happens, the mother will tell me that I didn't clean anything. All I do is sit my butt and do nothing. Also, on top of that, the 2 older boys do not help me at all when I ask for help. I've done so much for this family, but at the end of the day, all I get is told is that I am worthless and they're going to find someone new.
Quit.
Please let me know if I would be the asshole for leaving.
You would not be the asshole.
Some pilgrims.
I don't think she would be the asshole.
It's like you're doing that much, and then if they're like, we could find someone better, they're like, okay then, do it. I quit. Take care of your own kids for a bit. Have fun with that.
So, update. I talked to the mother about the way she was treating me. She said that the only reason why she made me feel this way is because she is done with taking care of her kids.
During the Mage Uprising.
Then no, have 6 kids!
She is also getting mad that her youngest daughter is calling me mummy and not her.
Mate, it's because you just said that you're tired of raising kids, but then you've had 6 kids.
She's thinking that if she thinks that if she is a bitch to me, I will leave. I told her if she wants me to leave, said Bradley, then give me the time to look for a new job and I'll be out of her hair.
Jesus. So she quit then?
Yeah, I guess so.
Jesus.
I must have this mark for a
It's like,
reason.
you say you don't want to raise your kids anymore, but then you also know someone's raising your kids for you.
The Chantry lost
But you
control
can't
of both
have it one way or the
Templars
other.
and Mages. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that.
If you don't want kids,
Don't have them.
don't have them.
I doubt you came here for a
Like,
lecture.
don't
Shannon, I'm gonna
force
throw
them
out
onto other
Cullen.
people. You're gonna.
Look at this. Are you ready for this?
I'm watching. I'm watching very intently.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps.
Oh, God, the animation's so cringe. Sometimes it's just really awkward. It's like, oh. Oh, so Cullen's literally straight. You flip me, he's like, oh crap, what do I do?
As I was saying.
It's a big canary boy. I think I can actually ask him now, like, hey, you gay? Wanna fuck?
You are homosexual.
Look, are you with anyone?
Did you leave it? No. No one.
I can't say I was looking. Honestly, I was not good company back then. That's.
I would value your friendship. I'm afraid I cannot offer more. Damn it, Colin, why are you not gay?
This is a great shame.
I want to find a Reddit story.
You want to find one?
Yes.
I mean, I've got another one lined up, so whenever you're ready.
Cool, let me just log into Reddit. I have a Reddit app. Oh, no, I don't. Let me just install my Reddit app. No, my stream!
What happened to the stream?
My game crashed.
No!
Give me a second, guys. Sorry. Ever since Dragon Age went onto the EA app, it crashes so many times. Sorry, guys. Give me a second.
I do apologize.
Give me a minute.
To be fair, it lasted a while.
True. Give me a minute, guys. It's just loading again. Sorry. Let's distract them, Shannon.
You want another story?
I'm just getting one now.
Nice.
1 second, guys. Let me know if the stream pops back on because I'm loading the game now.
Will do.
EA, give us money. Accurate. There we are, it's back on. Right, okay.
I didn't even look at the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I should have been looking at the chat.
Oh my god. I don't remember my password.
Dragon Age. Slowly loads. Hey, it's in like, not like zoomed in. It's in like full screen.
Yeah, I fixed that issue. I just gotta... 1 second. I'm trying to get Reddit working at the same time. Give me a minute. I swear I'm going as fast as I can.
Go faster.
I'm going! Yeah!
I said faster. I need to go catch some cops. Is it a good idea to be without my copper hoe? Too late.
Yes.
Warp. Warp. Get out of the way. Frostback Mountains.
Right. I have to refloat with Colin.
Was there something you needed?
Did you?
No. I can't say I was. That's.
Let's have a look. Right. I'm on my app.
On the app.
Okay. This one's not too long. Okay. Oh, Shan, how about we take it in turns?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, am I the asshole for demolishing my daughter's room after she moved out? My 18-year-old daughter, Meg, is in college. She moved in with her boyfriend a few months ago, which left her old bedroom empty. Her bedroom used to be right next to our tiny living room. To make our tiny living room into a normal-sized living room, we knocked out my daughter's room's wall, refloored the space and fixed the walls. Now it looks like the bedroom was never there and we have a spacious living room. When my daughter came home to visit and saw that her room is gone, she made a huge deal about it. She got all emotional and said if we never wanted to let her move back, we should have just said so instead of completely demolishing her room. I told her that if anything happens and she needs to move back, we will welcome her and she could sleep on the couch as long as she wants. But she accused us of wanting to get rid of her forever and for her to never visit us since we got rid of her room so fast. Only a few months after she moved out and we should have waited longer. So, am I the asshole for not waiting longer with the renovation?
No.
I think, because only a boyfriend, they've only been living together for a few months, anything could happen. Maybe don't demolish it as soon. Also, it's it's the fact that, like, hey, you can stay on the couch as long as you want. It's like, the couch is not a good substitute for a bedroom.
That's true.
Also, comments have been disabled on the post.
Rude. Yeah, I think if it had been like husband or something, it might have been different. But if it's just a boyfriend,
You the asshole. Is it that hard to talk with your own kid about doing something drastic? Not even a warning. That's cold. Edit.
I mean, it's not their room anymore.
Hmm.
It's the parents' house. Like, sure, they should like inform them, but it's not like I think there's a line there.
Jay says, I feel yes you. Oh my god, the stream died again. What the actual shit?
No, it was her personal space, and they treated it like she was permanently moving out.
And with no warning.
Yeah, like if it had been her getting married and like moving in with her husband or something, that would be different. But
just load the game up again.
It just can't handle the ridiculousness of the stories.
Why is it dying? Jesus Christ. Give me a second.
No worries.
Why does it keep doing this?
In the meantime, I'm trying to catch a carp, and all I'm getting is fucking chubs.
I'll try to find another Am I the Asshole story.
Am I the asshole? I don't want these brouhahas.
Okay. Am I the asshole for calling a classmate a cunt?
No. That shit's funny.
We're slowly getting there. Come on, position. Right. This happened right after a study group session. One of mine and my boyfriend's roommates is in the class and is autistic, and everyone knows that he is autistic. We'll call him Rob. There's another girl in the study group who isn't my friend, but more of an acquaintance. We'll call her Leah. My friend mentioned to me as we were getting ready to walk to the bus that he had plans to ask out our downstairs neighbour and ask me for advice. Leah butted in and said that he shouldn't ask out our neighbour, who she has never met, because that would make the neighbour, that again Leah's never met, feel uncomfortable and unsafe. I told Leah that it is a weird assumption to make and that she doesn't know what she is talking about because she doesn't know our neighbour. Rob has talked to her before and they definitely have a rapport. Leah said Leah said that she would be very uncomfortable if a guy with special needs asked her out because she wouldn't know how to safely turn him down. This made Rob very embarrassed. I was offended on his behalf and I told Leah that she was worrying about nothing because no one would want to ask her out because she's mean and judgmental. Leah said, it gets worse, Leah said that weirdos ask her out all the time and she was just sticking up for women, which I should be doing, but aren't because I'm a gender traitor.
Don't start with this fucking bullshit.
I said that wasn't a real thing and she was just a self-righteous cunt. Leah stormed off after that. Rob was somewhat stunned by what I said. He said he'd never heard me use that kind of language before. Normally, I never talk like that. I think I may have gone overboard. I'm glad I told off Leah, but I'm disappointed in myself with the language I used. Was I an asshole? Should I apologise to Leah for calling a cunt, even though I stand behind the rest of what I said? No. You're great.
She was being a cunt, like, assuming things.
This is a comment. According to Leah, autistic people equals weirdos. She's the asshole for that.
Yeah.
Supporting women is not a blank check to supporting all their actions because they are women. She was cruel, you were right, not the asshole.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I always found cunt not to be a gendered insult. People of all genders can't qualify.
As a cunt.
I find it extremely gendered and would consider it the most offensive curse word, and I have a sailor mouth.
Okay.
She does sound like one and deserved that reality check, not the asshole. Like, it was just the fact she was like, oh, women, you know, I'm just standing up for women, and
Which you
because
could
you're,
also be doing.
but you're a gender traitor.
It's like, what?
It's like, I didn't know we were in a Handmaid's Tale.
Exactly, yeah. That's literally what they say in Handmaid's Tale.
Pardon me. Sorry.
I've really not cooked 10 recipes.
I have hiccups.
Ah, oh no.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
Oh no, should be fine. Maybe.
You heard?
No.
So I'm just scrolling through these as well at the same time.
No worries.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses as well as
I don't want it to be gross. It's too late, it's gross.
At least we know how to approach the mages and temples.
Oh, Shannon. Am I the arsehole for asking my mum to walk me down the aisle instead of my father?
Lucius is not the man I remember.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
I was adopted. From what I could deduce, it was mostly mum's decision. Both adoptee parents have been in my life. Both have provided for me. It's just that emotionally, mum is more present. To his credit, my father has taken care of me in many ways like a good father does. It's just that we have never been close and has never felt like a father to me. More like a good family friend. He has had his struggles with depression and alcohol, so he wasn't always present in the formative years as he went in and out of rehab.
Or you could stop bickering and make
When he finally came out for good, I was 11, my brother 13, not adopted. They were able to rebuild their relationship and got on spectacularly well while I was left outside. You'd envy them if you could see them. They're like brothers, they're like best friends. I admit this may have left me with some bitterness and may have influenced my decision. 2 years ago, I met the love of my life and we agreed to tie the knot just recently. I asked my mum if she could walk me. You should have seen the look on her face. Pure joy. She was over the moon. I know Mum has her fair share of low self-esteem and doubt, so clearly this request made her feel very special. News broke out, the family heard of it. Aunts and grandmas, who never gave me the time of day, are suddenly very invested in our wedding, and very angry with me. Uncles and grandpas, who always ignored me, suddenly called to tell me that they were very disappointed in me. The pressure has made Mum tell me sadly she doesn't want to walk me anymore, and I know she's only saying that because they're mad. An aunt told me, regardless of how I feel about my father, nothing takes away the fact that he is my father and the honour of walking me belongs to him. He may not have been perfect, but he stuck around when he could and provided for me. That's far more than my own good-for-nothing father ever did. Like a biological father.
Yeah.
I see her point, and coupled with the fact that Mum has pulled out, I almost changed my mind. I told Mum I still want her to walk me, but now I feel like an ungrateful bitch. Edit. All the family members mentioned here All the family members are mentioned here are of the adoptee family. I have zero contact with my bio family.
Okay.
So, am I the asshole? No. It's your fucking choice.
Literally, you do.
So, also, someone's like, not the asshole. Father giving bride away is pure sexist tradition from when women couldn't have their own bank accounts or right to vote.
Yep, pretty much.
The mum was so happy. Like, what the fuck?
And you just took that away because you're a
So it'll be dangerous.
bastard.
I've been in danger since I walked outside.
Sorry.
This shit's serious.
It's just bullshit. I'm dying.
Same could be said about the Templars.
1 second, guys. I'm just
Now,
dying.
I'm certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places.
Ah.
That's something you.
I'm not dying anymore. We're good.
In the meantime,
I say that. I still got a tickle in my throat. Sorry, guys.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden
We all
vanished.
Gucci?
Yes. Am I okay to read another one?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry, I was like, can we take it in turns? I'm like, I found a bunch!
It's fine. I shall leave mine here whenever you're ready.
Oh, actually, read yours first, because I'll say mine.
Okay, so. What was my study?
That does sound awful.
Am I the asshole for not wanting anything to do with my dad's boyfriend?
But I cannot ignore it.
Gay.
So I'm 26 female. My dad is the 58 male and recently came out as gay, which I'm totally okay with.
Yeah, you sound it.
What I'm not okay with is that my dad is still married to my 56-year-old mother for 30 years. My dad came out a little over a year ago. He told me first, then my younger sister, over text. He told my mum over text, and she was the last to know. And I was in the car with her when it came over the speaker in the vehicle.
Ooh.
My mum didn't even know that my dad wanted to separate. He told me and my 24-year-old sister first. Then weeks later, he said to my mum that he wanted a separation. Fast forward to now. He blames my mum for the relationship not working. It has nothing to do with the fact that he's gay, and now has had multiple new boyfriends. This new one seems a bit more serious than the others, but I told him I want nothing to do with it. I want more context. Give me more context.
I've met Major.
It sounds like.
Believe it or not, they trust magic even less than the Chantry.
So has the husband and the wife separated then?
They have now, yes.
They have now. Well, they're separated then.
Yeah.
And angers them if you do not, convincing them of your good intention.
I feel like it's more of the fact that he told the kids first instead of the wife.
Understandable. They're also
And then blames
adults,
her
I guess.
for the marriage not working.
I mean, maybe the wife. We need more background information. Maybe the wife's a horrible cunt.
Yeah.
For all we know, the wife's a horrible person.
Yeah.
There wasn't a group around that didn't want my help when it
This reminds me of that show.
We needed it done. Adar was at the top of the
I think
list.
it's called Grace and Frankie. Or Frankie.
Ooh, I love Frank and Grace.
I love it so much.
Wait, is that
but
the
it's
one with the
like-
gay nanny?
No.
I'm thinking a different one.
No, it's where these two old women, they're like 60, called Grace and Frankie.
Oh wait, I think I know about.
Their husbands both come out as gay, and then they come out as gay for each other.
Oh my
And it's
god,
like-
yes.
It's so good. I love it, and that just kind of reminds me of that. It's like you were married for what, 34 years.
Perhaps your captain felt it improper to play
People get real good at concealing it, I guess.
I mean, look at Philip Schofield.
Good old Philip.
I have one if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Am I the asshole asking my stepdaughter's mum to pack her lunch?
Okay.
English isn't my first language. I have a 14-year-old stepdaughter. I first met her when she was 10. We got along very well from the moment that we met, and I love her just as much as I love my own daughter, too female.
I'm waiting for a bud.
Even though her school provides lunch, the food is terrible, so I pack her lunch every day. It also helps us bond, as she sometimes helps me cook for her lunch, and we like to make and try new foods. Okay. 1 second.
Clean sheets, warm food, dirty walls.
Yeah.
I even have a cot.
I was just saying, an important thing here is that she doesn't need these lunches. They do it as like a fun thing.
A bonding thing, which is quite nice. 10 views, Shannon.
Right now, we're just staring at Josephine.
How dare you? 1
It's a bad
second.
thing.
Hang on a minute. Turn the corner! Just gonna go get the interaction where I can talk with Creme. Creme! I'm going to adopt you.
Excuse me.
You are mine
For
now.
the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk. You'd like to see what the Bull's charges can do for the Inquisition.
Ooh, I'm getting married on a Monday.
Ooh. Okay, she spends 1 week with us and 1 week with her mom, and recently she has been complaining that her mom forces her to eat the school's lunch. I tried talking to her mom and told her how much she hates the school lunch and suggested she do what we do. She suddenly got mad and started to angrily tell me that I have no idea how hard it is to be a single mom of 3 kids, and that unlike me, who is a gold digger, quote unquote, a gold digger who doesn't even work, she doesn't have extra time to spend on making lunch. I got mad and told her that even though I have a toddler, I managed to be a good mom to my stepdaughter, so she needs to stop making excuses for being a shitty mom.
Oof.
She called me an asshole and many other names and ended the call. Edit. No, I wasn't the affair partner. They have been divorced for a year when I met my husband. No, we don't have a huge age gap. He is 41, I'm 34. No, I never say anything bad about her to my stepdaughter.
We don't have a huge age gap. Shows 7-year age gap.
That isn't that bad. I know people with a 30-year age gap.
That's extreme, but that 7 years is still a big age gap.
It's big, but it's not that bad. I've seen worse. Would you rather it be them being 20 and them being 50?
No, but I've also seen it where it's like 3 years. That's a good age difference. But it's like 7 years isn't it? It's a big difference.
It's not my fault that she has decided to be a shitty mom and drive her child away. She can't even spend an hour a day or even an hour a week with my stepdaughter. Of course my stepdaughter doesn't feel loved by her. Of course she'd rather be somewhere that everyone loves her and spends time with her. Nobody's asking her to pack lunch every day, but is it so hard to do it once a month just to make her child happy? Final edit. Everyone is so biased and sees her as a poor single mom, so I won't answer anymore. I love my stepdaughter and will do anything to make her happy, so I will take food to her school for her every day, and this poor woman that you are all defending allows her kids to bully my child. Yes, my child, because I love her and she calls me mom. However, I don't think me bringing food for her will solve anything, because all she wants is to spend time with her mom like she does with me. This woman hardly ever spends any time with her. She even missed all of her basketball games, while she has never missed a single one of her son's games. She always finds time to spend time with her sons, but never with her daughter, and my child deserves better than this.
You are not helping yourself.
People are like, oh, you the asshole. She has 3 kids, you have 2.
That doesn't make her an asshole.
She's single mom, and you are stay-at-home mom. She never said she was stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, where does it say that?
Also, people are like, she's 14, she can pack her own lunch.
It's not.
It's a bonding thing. It's not like it's not like a whole thing of like she's lazy. It's the fact of like, you know what I mean.
You get to do it together.
Yeah, I would have loved that. Oh Jesus. Oh, Shan, this is a oof. Oh, you ready for this one?
Go on.
So, I just have enough to get bowl. Nice. Am I the asshole?
I can't pack my own lunch.
Oh Jesus.
Depends when I feel.
Am I the asshole for telling my wife's siblings she is not their mother and they are no longer children? Okay. My wife is the oldest in her family by 9 years, and she was subjected to being a parent figure to her younger siblings by her parents, who were shitty and uninvolved parents to all 4 of them. Only difference was, while my wife was forced to raise herself, she was forced to raise her siblings, and she struggled with that. Her siblings view her as their mother. She did make sure they were okay, but once she was 18, she refused to be all they had, and they went into foster care due to the environment they were living in. If you're relying on your fucking child to raise your kids, you're a shitty parent.
Yeah.
My wife was forced to drop out of high school at 16 because she found it too much to handle and failed all her classes. At 18, she decided she needed to fight for her own future. This is a part of why she made the decision to call CPS instead of raising her siblings. She got her GED and she got a degree at a community college. We met while she was in the middle of doing this. She told me all about her childhood and how tough it was for her. She did see her siblings and stayed in their lives. They were sadly separated in foster care. They are now 21, 22 and 24 years old. They also still see my wife as their mother. They were jealous when our children were born, and my wife had to remove them from her life for a couple of years because they were angry at her for being a better mother to our first child than she was to them.
Fuck off.
Contact has been back for a little over a year now. They have not really changed. They made my wife feel guilty for pushing them aside instead of working on things. How about you do that? Yeah. She raised you. Well, whatever. But then they make comment after comment about the effort she goes to our kids and how she never did that for them, and said it was hurtful to call our son her oldest child when she has them. She's not your mom. She's your sister. My wife has told me she doesn't know what to do because their childhoods messed up their perception of her. I told her I would speak to them next time, so they stopped by Easter Sunday and were saying to my wife they wanted her to get photos done with them and our kids to show she's mum of all of them and they are just as much her kids as our children are. I told them to stop.
Weird.
It's kind of a weird incestual thing there, but okay. Yeah. I told them to stop, that their sister is not their mum, she's their sister. She was a child just like they were, and they are no longer children, and they need to start treating my wife as their sister and not their mother, who owed them a certain childhood. They told me I have no idea what I'm talking about and stormed out. This is the first time they left. My wife looked so relieved, but her siblings gave me a hard time. Gave her a hard time afterwards. Am I the asshole? No.
No, they're fucking little shits.
Kind of weird.
To be over 20 years old and still be like,
you're a mother!
My mom. You didn't treat us well. Didn't give us a good childhood because that wasn't her responsibility.
She was 16.
Literally.
okay. So there's 2. Okay. There's quite a lot of these, actually. This is an alright, Reddit thread. You ready, Sean?
Yes.
Am I the asshole for telling my mum's husband nobody will force him to attend my wedding if he doesn't want to be there?
I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts
My mum met her husband Joe when I was 19 and not living with her. They got married when I was 22. I am now 26 and I am getting married. Joe is an okay guy. I have no issues with him, but I can't say we're close either. I have spent some time with him, but between college, working, living in my own life, and not living in the same state as him and my mum, I haven't grown particularly close to him. Which is why, when he asked to walk me down the aisle at my wedding, I said no. I chose to walk with my fiancé because it felt right. My mum would have been my next choice, but she does not like attention on her and has mentioned before it would be uncomfortable for her to do. I believed Joe took this well at the time, but a few days ago, while he and my mum were visiting, he said I really hurt his feelings. Boo fucking who. You're stepdad as well, and you're not the biological dad.
Yeah.
Find our people.
He told me I never had a dad and he never had kids of his own, but he would love for me to be his daughter and to be given the honour that many dads have been given before. He told me it would signify that he is more than just a husband for my mum, that he is a father figure for me. I told him it was a sweet gesture, but the answer was still no from me.
Yeah.
He asked what I would say if he told me he could not come if he was not given the honour, and my response that nobody will it's like, that's so manipulative. Like, well, what if I just said to you that I'm not going to show up then? It's like, okay. And my response that nobody will force him to attend if he does not want to. I'm not sure if my answer offended him or just hurt his feelings badly. He said I had made my feelings clear and he would not let me spit on him anymore. My mum told me he was clearly seething and she had no idea why he was so upset.
Good.
BG background for anyone who needs more info. My dad died when my mum was pregnant with me.
Aww.
Jesus. And the fact that the dude was like, you don't have a dad. I'm your dad. It's like, he died. He didn't even leave. He died.
Yeah.
It broke her heart. I always wished I could have known him. She did not date while I was a child. She focused on me. We are very close. As a kid, I used to dream of her walking me down the aisle, but she was clear it would be uncomfortable for her because of how shy she is. This is how I know about her feelings. She only started dating after I moved out for college, and she met Joe after dating around for a bit. She seems very happy, and I am so happy for her. My mum is amazing and very special to me. This dude, the fact that, like, he mentioned the dad. It's like that whole thing with the whole asshole, the mum who wants to change the baby's name. I don't know if you heard this one. And she's like, well, your mum's not around. Like, her mum died in a car crash.
Yeah.
What
if
the
I want to name my baby after my mother, I will name my baby after
Literally. It's like, what the fuck? What is wrong with some people? Okay. Just gonna save as well, yeah, just in case it dies again. Am I the asshole for referring to myself as an only child? This could go badly. I'm nearly 30. I was recently hanging out with my close group of friends. One of them has invited a couple of people they are friends with. I have met them briefly before, but definitely wouldn't say I know them. The relevant one we will call Rue. Husband and one of his friends. Does that mean her husband? Must be their husband. Husband and one of his friends was teasing me and the friend's wife about having only child syndrome because of a small thing we both did within a couple of minutes of each other. We were all laughing about it. Rue suddenly joined our conversation and said, "My name? You're an only child? I thought you had a brother." I'm assuming someone else told her that since it absolutely didn't come up when we met. For context, my biological cousin was removed from his parents' home when he was 4. My parents are now his legal guardians. He's now 14. While I love him and I do call him my brother, he didn't move in until I was leaving for uni, so we have never actually been parented under the same roof. We are close and talk every day, but that doesn't change the fact that we didn't exactly live in the same home. So for the sake of husband's joke, yes, I did grow up an only child. I briefly summarised it to Rue and thought that was it. Afterwards, I've received a long message from her which basically says that she is adopted and she found my attitude towards adopted siblings to be cruel and dismissive. She said she feels sorry for my brother and can't believe how easy I find it to disregard him, as well as a bunch of stuff that boils down to me being self-serving and not being worthy of a place in my own family. I didn't intend what I said to disinherit my brother. Was I the asshole? I love the first comment. It's not the asshole. Sounds like Rue's putting a lot of baggage onto you.
Yeah. Sounds like it too.
It sounds like she's projecting a bit, if you will. Let's find another one whilst Bull's showing off his fighting skills. Okay. Okay, so there's two here, Shannon. Am I the asshole for telling Mum she's in denial about my brother and that he doesn't have the illnesses heads, macasse, and pots like he claims? Cassandra, why are you dying? Cassandra! Sorry, I'll leave these guys for 1 second. So the thing is, you meant to just watch them fight because they do no damage on them. You guys keep fighting. Edit. My brother has been diagnosed with Munchausen syndrome. I have bolded this part on my posters. No need to speculate in the comments. So he literally just fake his illnesses, basically.
Yeah.
My brother claims he has 3 different chronic illnesses: hypermobile heads, macasse, and POTS. He has never been diagnosed with any of these illnesses. I'm not exaggerating when I say he has seen hundreds of doctors and been tested multiple times. No doctor's ever been able to find anything physically wrong with him. He's been caught manipulating test results or trying to make himself sick in order to appear like something is wrong with him. I agree. He's been escorted out of more than one hospital more than one time because of his behaviour. He's on special allocation scheme now as no doctor wants to deal with him. This is written in bold. The only illness he's ever been diagnosed with is factitious disorder imposed on self. More than one doctor has diagnosed him with this, but he refuses to believe them.
That's what I like to hear.
He is constantly posting all over social media about his 3 illnesses and hospital visits. He started claiming that illnesses in the summer after his first year of university. He was 19 then and he's 25 now.
Oh, the country must love you.
Wow.
Oh, hey there, Bull.
Canary mercenary is the herald of Andraste. Who'd have thought?
I see I'm not the only one doing well for myself.
I get by.
He claims his 3 illnesses make it impossible to work or attend uni. I'm employed by a hospital because I'm a midwife. However, my medical knowledge is limited to midwifery. I don't know anything about these illnesses my brother claims to have yet. He constantly tries to get me to treat him, give him medical advice, or legitimize his illnesses. I'm only a year younger than him, so we were always close, but I can't stand him now. Even when I was studying for my degree at uni, he would bombard me with medical questions despite me studying midwifery, which isn't related to anything he claims. My mum is in denial about my brother. She thinks he has illnesses he claims to have and that the doctors are wrong about fictitious disorder imposed on himself. She's gotten so unbearable that I finally told her she's in denial and my brother isn't physically ill with anything. Now she's upset and Dad said I'm too hard on her. Dad is less in denial and ignores my brother. He said I upset my mum and should show more compassion, but all I did was tell her the truth. Was that so bad? No.
No, they're just in denial.
She clearly an enabler.
How much is
that? A little Junimo following me.
Oh, it's adorable. Hey Shannon.
You know what? Yes.
Your ambassador.
Am I the asshole for cancelling my date with my boyfriend because he double booked? Oh, we have 11 views. Nice.
Take care of itself. Don't worry about that.
Because he double booked.
No.
No. I, 17 female, and my boyfriend, 18 male, had plans this Saturday night. Oh, well, oh wow, it's short, but it has 3 edits. Had plans this Saturday night to go see a movie and grab dinner. We were supposed to do it last weekend, but something came up, so we had to reschedule. This will be important later. We rescheduled this a week in advance. Last night, he asked me if we could go in the morning instead because he wanted to hang out with his friends that night. Ugh.
It's date night, bruh.
Date night. I didn't really give him an answer before I fell asleep, but this morning I told him I was upset he wants me to cut my time with him short so he can go see his friends that he sees every day. That was bold. He goes to the gym and plays video games with them every day. And to not even bother with our date anymore. He asked why we can't just go on Saturday, and I said, it's a school night. Why can't he just see his friends on Sunday because we had plans first? Now we're lightly arguing because he... Oh...
Because he what? Because he what?
He said a bad word. He keeps saying things like, I guess I'm just the R word.
Oh, wow.
And quote, I just disappoint you. I don't know why he can't just understand why I'm upset. To be clear, I don't care if he hangs out with friends. I don't care if he does it the same day. What I care about is that he's making me change times so he can see the boys. I don't understand why he can't just spend the whole day with them and then go on the date with me around 5 PM. That's all I ask. Am I the asshole for cancelling our plans? Edit. Now he's mad because I don't want to reschedule. I told him I shouldn't have to reschedule when I had plans first. I planned a week in advance on purpose. Edit 2. I told him that it felt like I was second best. He said, quote, sorry, but you've been my number one since middle school. I'm starting to really consider being with him. I don't expect to be more important than his friends, but you should be more important than his friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I do expect to be at least a little respected. Edit 3. Final edit. I talked to him more about it. He apologised and said from now on, I'm going to be his first priority and choice. I'm his first girlfriend and this is our first argument, so I hope he keeps his word. Should I give him a chance? Yeah, give him a chance. But if he does it again, nah.
Alright, you're in.
Excellent.
Rem,
tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief?
Ooh, Shannon. You'll like this one. It's not a long one. Well, it's long in the sense of it's a giant paragraph, but it's only one giant paragraph. Oh, another viewer. Well, another view. Nice.
Welcome to the views.
This is an asshole story. Hang on a minute. Varric. Solus. Bull. Confirm. Let me just... world map. Go to here. Okay. Am I the asshole for not taking a day off work to go to a baby shower?
No.
I don't think I am. And other non-relatives I spoke with agree, but my family is upset with me. I, 30 female, work a Tuesday to Saturday schedule. There are pros and cons. But I don't mind, because it allows me to run errands on Mondays when most other people are at work. But obviously this means I work Saturdays. Yeah, that makes sense. My cousin... Yeah. Wait. Oh, I was like, so her weekend is Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously this means I work Saturdays. My cousin, 30 female, is having her first baby. We were closer when we were kids, but as we grew up, we grew apart. I've moved around a lot, and I like and love her, but these things happen with time. Why can't I speak?
It's hard.
Yeah. We see each other once or twice a year at holidays, but don't talk in between. We follow each other on socials, but never really comment or message. She didn't call me to tell me she was pregnant. I found out in a group family text. I'm not all offended by this. Sure. Since we are not close. But that's also why I was shocked that anyone is upset that I won't take a day off work to go to her baby shower. For my cousin, I could chalk it up to hormones, but other family members are giving me grief as well. I told them I could make it there by 5 PM, but I can't take the day off. And they're she's going. At least she's going. It's not like she's like, I'm not going there at all.
She's still going, but she's not like gonna.
Yeah, and in their eyes, I have plenty of notice and can easily request a day off. To me, I get a limited amount of days off a year, only 5.
You're not gonna spend one on a baby shower.
Also, that's illegal. You cannot have just 5 days off a year.
I think it might be legal.
That's illegal. You have to have at least 30, I'm pretty sure.
This is America.
Maybe, yeah. And I don't really want to waste one on a baby shower for someone I'm not close to. I know it sounds mean, though, which is why I'm wondering if I'm the asshole. It just seems like an unreasonable request and reaction. Am I the asshole for not taking a day off work? No.
No.
Instantly, nope.
Not at all.
Bull, there you are. Fuck me.
I just think if you really wanted her to be there,
You give her notice.
let her know. Or just, why, if you're not that close, why is it that big of a deal if she doesn't come? She's not there at the beginning.
Ooh, this one could be,
Bless you, Harry.
I had a sneeze, Jesus. Sean, are you ready for this? Am I the asshole for asking my roommate to leave the room while crying over her breakup with her boyfriend so I could sleep? Well!
We'll see.
Okay.
I know you've like just lost your boyfriend and you're like pretty devastated.
Can you leave so I can sleep, please? You're a bit loud.
Trying to sleep, like either get out or shut up, man.
Sorry for the new account. My roommate knows my main. All the names are fake for privacy purposes. I'm a college freshman and I opted to go for a random roommate. I was matched with this girl, Donna, and so far we've gotten along pretty well. Donna has a boyfriend, Malcolm, who she's constantly on the phone with from the time she wakes up until the time she goes to sleep. Sounds pretty standard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like me and you.
Literally. And now we live together, so yeah. We see each other from noon to moon. There we go. Okay, a few weeks ago, I wanted to go to sleep early since I had an 8 AM midterm the next day. I told Donna this in advance and she said she'd be quiet. I fell asleep about 9:30. However, at around 1 AM, I woke up to the sound of Donna crying, literal screaming like someone had just died. I can relate to that. I cry very loud.
Okay.
I immediately got out of bed and went over to her and asked what was wrong, thinking something horrible had just happened. It took me a little bit to get to her, but she managed to tell... Oh wait, it took me a little bit to get it out of her, but she managed to tell me that Malcolm had just broken up with her over text. I felt awful for her, no one deserves that, and spent a while trying to comfort her, but she wouldn't calm down at all. She just kept sobbing and sobbing very loudly, which is very understandable since it was my understanding that they had been together for a while. Here's where I might be the asshole though. Eventually it started getting close to 2:30 AM, and Donna still wasn't calming down. But I needed my sleep since I had midterm in 5 hours, so I suggested we both just go to sleep and revisit it later. She just looked at me like I was insane and asked if I really expected her to sleep, and then kept crying. I knew it was unlikely she'd calm down anytime soon, so I very gently asked her if she could leave the room until she was able to calm down a bit so I could sleep. Again, Donna just looked at me like I was crazy, and didn't say anything, just kept crying. I repeated myself, again, being as nice as possible, that she could go into the bathroom or the laundry room to compose herself and come back when she was ready. Finally, she just got up without looking at me and stomped out, still crying. And I just went back to sleep. When I woke up from my midterm, she was back in her bed and sleeping, but since then, she's hardly said a word to me. To note, I couldn't go to a friend's dorm to spend the night, since A, most of my friends live in dorms that are farther away, and I don't want to walk by myself in the city at night, and B, I wouldn't want to bother them on such short notice. However, I still feel terrible about what happened, since she was going through a lot, and I really appreciate outside perspective.
Very funny.
So some people are saying not the asshole, you gave her an hour and a half to pull herself together, and she couldn't do it. I think they're a bit of an asshole. Not like, you know, Dusty Thunder's like, you got asshole, Defcon 1 and stuff.
Yeah.
I think they're a bit, like, I understand with the wanting to sleep, they've got a midterm the next morning.
What's going on?
But if they imagine they've been together for years, and he broke up with a text. We don't know what the text was. It could have been a horrible text. He could cheat on her.
Yeah.
And to her that, and people are like, oh, it's not like someone died. It's like some people, and I agree with them. When a relationship ends, it's almost, people literally compare a breakup to a death.
I mean, it is the death of something.
Yeah, so it's like, imagine they've been together for years. I think you're kind of an asshole for basically being like, hey, do you mind leaving to go cry in a room?
I mean, if it was OP's bedroom.
It wasn't the bedroom though, I think it was like the shared room.
Oh, well then,
or even her room. Because she said that she left her room to go to the thing.
Why don't you just go to your room and go to sleep then?
Or even, like, the thing is, if it's a shared dorm room, I understand it, but also, it's also her room. You can't kick her out of her own room.
Yeah, if it's a shared space. Then
I think it's a
you
shared
need to
dorm
actually,
room.
like-
You know, like American movies where it's like
Oh,
two
I hate
beds.
those.
I think it might be that.
I would actually hate to live in those.
Let's have a look.
You'd have been a polite, happy laborer for the rest of your life.
My animals.
Oh, okay, Shan, this is a good one for you. Okay, you ready for this?
Yes.
Am I the asshole for leaving the delivery room to go to my dad?
They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight
Context.
and hunt down problems.
I, 27 male, am, as of yesterday, a father of one. My own father, 91 male. Jesus Christ, what? Wait, Shan, do some maths for me. How old was he when he had him? 91, take away 27.
64.
Jesus Christ, 64.
The mother must be young.
50.
Lost a lot of friends to the
Okay.
Shannon, 50
Wait, she's
minus
50
27.
now?
She's 50 now.
Oh my god, 23.
Cradle snatcher!
That is disgusting.
Ew! Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay,
Not about that though.
But anyway, let's continue. My own father, 91 male, has been in very bad health since I was in high school, and I wake up every day without fail fearing that today will be the day I lose my dad. My mother, now 50F, dropped out of my life when I was 3. Okay. My girlfriend, 27 female, and I live on the general grounds of my dad's estate. I've lost now. We agreed to do a home birth with a doula and a midwife unless there were complications. Unfortunately, however, she experienced issues throughout her pregnancy. When her labour started, she was throwing up and bleeding heavily. The midwife told us we needed to go to the hospital, so my girlfriend's parents and I went. My dad hates hospitals and spends a fortune on sourcing his medical care so he can avoid hospitals, so he refused to go. When we get to the hospital and the doctor was saying that they would have to do, Jesus Christ, and they would try to honour her wish to not do a C-section, but if things get any worse, they need to do one. Right after we get there, I start getting calls from my dad. I ignore the first one, but soon I have 17 missed calls and very angry texts saying that my girlfriend's brother was still there, is overly impressed by everything and talks too much. He said he couldn't believe I left him alone with this annoying person. I tried to mitigate that situation by telling my girlfriend's brother he can wait in the hospital waiting area. Girlfriend's brother leaves, but then dad texts me saying he's all alone and asked why nobody wants to be in a sick man's company. I finally had enough of my dad's angst, so I promised to go stay with him until the nurse came in. My dad brightened considerably. However, when I was home, my girlfriend had an emergency C-section and my dad said there's no point in leaving now. Now that my daughter is born, my girlfriend is furious, and when I went to see my daughter, she refused to say a word to me except she was not going back to my dad's house. Am I the asshole? My dad has become very mournful and insecure as of late, and I wanted to stop his anxiety. The dad's an asshole. He didn't know his girlfriend was going to go for a C-section.
Yeah.
But also, you should be there for your kid's birth.
Yep.
Few here who know what it means to be Canary.
It's also, your girlfriend's going through complications. Like, what if she died?
World of difference.
I still grew up looking like this in a world of mostly humans.
Yeah. Fair enough. You didn't turn into a murdering bandit, so I guess we're fine. You want to know anything about the Canary?
Oh,
Since
man.
we're talking about them.
What a dickhole.
What?
I tried to take screenshots of mine and Leah's wedding, but it's literally just a black
What's
screen.
your problem with Talvashar?
Weird.
As Ben Hasra, my job back home was keeping the peace, helping people live by the Qun. Talvashar turned their back on all that, decided they'd rather live like savages.
Go fuck yourself.
The Qun is not perfect, but at least there's some sense to it.
What do you want, Evelyn?
Am I the asshole for not waking my sister up?
Context would be nice.
Yes.
Parents weren't like that. They lived peacefully and raised me as well as any human parents.
I, 19 male, have 2 siblings.
Look, if you're worried I'm going to attack you, don't be. I had a life.
She's taking a drink.
You're not the
AJ, 24 male, and Kaylee, 15 female. Our dad died when Kaylee was a baby. Our mum has worked hard ever since. She definitely has leaned on AJ a lot, and I try to help when I can to alleviate that pressure. In spite of this, AJ has still taken on a lot of responsibility. Kaylee is pretty responsible, but she cannot get up on time to save her life. She'll get up, but then hit snooze. She's tried all the tricks. Alarm across the room, those apps on your phone where you have to solve math equations. She just won't get up. I think part of the problem is AJ will always wake her up. I've said this isn't healthy. What happens when he moves out or she goes to college? She's too old. That she probably would learn if he didn't do this. My mum and AJ have said there's nothing wrong with it, so I let it go. AJ's in grad school. He decided to crash at a friend's dorm one night as they attended a party. He told me ahead of time to wake Kaylee up as our mum goes into work early and I'm up at that time for work. I said he knows how I feel about this. He told me it won't kill me and walked away. Yesterday morning, I heard Kaylee's alarms as I got ready. I decided to let her learn. I left and she was still sleeping. She takes the bus, so if she got up within the next 15 minutes, she'd be okay. Around 10 o'clock, my cell rings. It's mum freaking out. She got a call saying Kaylee never showed at school. I panicked momentarily, then remembered. I told mum to check at home. Sure enough, Kaylee was at home, still sleeping. Mum woke her up and took the rest of the day off. She had been terrified something terrible happened. AJ blames me. Kaylee isn't mad, really, just embarrassed. But AJ says I should have woken her up. I said she's 15 and it's a hard lesson. My mum isn't too upset, but she did say at a minimum I should have texted her to know that Kaylee was still asleep when I left. Am I the asshole?
That's fair.
Not the asshole. The brother's like not teaching her a lesson.
Yeah.
What's it like growing up under the cube? The Tomasrans raise us in these units of kids.
I have a Stardew question.
Okay.
Do you only get one type of dinosaur per farm?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Because your dinosaur looked different to my dinosaurs. And I keep getting the same dinosaur.
They started training me for the Ben Hasra. It must have been a good day for you.
Hey Shannon, I found another one. I'm getting a ton of them.
Feed me more.
Am I the asshole for storming out of my baby shower after my boyfriend's family made me feel unwelcome?
No.
Throwaway account. This is a throwaway account. I, 19 female. I'm currently 7 months pregnant with my first child, and my boyfriend.
So young.
The boyfriend's 21.
Ew.
Which means they met when she was like. How long have they been together for?
That's a good question.
And my boyfriend, 21 male, and I were really excited to celebrate with our family and friends at our baby shower last weekend. However, things didn't go exactly as planned. Yeah.
Do you ever think about what would happen if the Qunari conquered?
My boyfriend's family is pretty traditional, and they weren't too happy that we were having a baby out of wedlock. They've been pretty distant and cold towards me since the announcement, but I thought that maybe the baby shower would be a chance for us to bond and put our differences aside. Boy, was I wrong. From the moment I arrived, my boyfriend's aunt made snide comments about my age and how young mothers never know what they're doing. Then, his brother asked if I was planning on getting a job after the baby was born, implying that I was just going to mooch off my boyfriend for the rest of my life or something. Things really came to a head when my boyfriend's mum gave me a gift bag that was filled with baby clothes, in all pink. When I politely pointed out that we were having a boy, she rolled her eyes and said, "Oh, well, I just assumed that since you're so young, you probably don't know the sex of your own baby."
Wow.
At that point, I was done. I stood up and announced that I didn't feel welcome there and that I was leaving. My boyfriend tried to convince me to stay, but I was so upset that I walked out. Now my boyfriend's family is calling me rude and ungrateful for storming out of my own baby shower, but I feel that they were the ones being disrespectful to me. I'm especially hurt my boyfriend's family thinks I can't even care for my own child. Am I the asshole for leaving? No!
Absolutely not.
So, I love this first comment. Not the asshole. I would have added, I guess you aren't interested in being a part of your grandchild's life. Too bad you don't know the rule about being kind to the mother if you want to see the baby. Oh, there you go. Someone's like, Mummy Dearest is mad she's no longer going to be the centre of her son's universe.
Yep. I mean, you could have at least been in his life, but you've just, like, ruined it.
Yeah.
How do the Qunari rule themselves? It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Qunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military
The eggs
keeps
are
the
rare,
Qunari
though.
safe from outside threats.
Oh, dinosaur. I assume. I love how it's just two Qunari facing off to each other while we do this.
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Olay, politicking comes from people putting their own gains.
Shannon.
Yes.
Am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend to hide his interests in front of my dad?
Maybe.
Long time lurker. I don't know what it means. I, 22 female, and my boyfriend, 22 male, have been dating for 2 years after meeting in the same class at uni. I'm Korean, he's white. We live in the US. My boyfriend is really into anime, which I have no problem with. I'm not really into it, but I've watched some of the more rom-com animes with him and grew up reading manga. He's never met my parents yet, so he came over to dinner with my family this weekend. Before we came in, I asked him to please not talk about anime, or at least his favourites, Attack on Titan / Demon Slayer.
Good choices.
They're good choices. What are you on about? This is because those animes are really controversial in Korea due to the events that happened in World War II. My dad is very patriotic despite living in the US for over 30 years. My boyfriend knows all of this and agreed, but during dinner my dad asked what he liked to do. He said he liked anime, especially Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. There we did one job! My boyfriend and dad started arguing and told my boyfriend we need to leave. I blew up at him during the car ride and he said that he shouldn't be ashamed over his interest, over something from, quote unquote, over something from decades ago, and called my for making him hide. Oh, guys, called me an asshole for making him hide who he was. Called me the asshole for hiding who he was. Our mutual friends are split on with this, with some agreeing that he shouldn't have lied to me like that, and others saying that ignoring my dad's obvious racism. So am I the asshole?
Is it racism?
I guess because like the whole war issue. It's like
I don't know history.
I don't know fully World War II. I know how Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan are like.
Attack on Titan is very much. There's a lot of stuff about a race being accused of being the devil's race and killing them
what about
all.
Demon Slayer though? That's demons.
Demon Slayer, I'm not too sure. Maybe we can get some help in the chat. Anyone that's read the Demon Slayer manga?
Harry? Yes, but does he know about the history of the Korean and stuff?
That's gonna be true, yeah. It's one thing to know. I don't know. There might be a reason for it, but...
in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
Japan invaded Korea during World War II and did some horrific stuff.
Okay.
So you've never really made love?
Well, you could say that about anything though. It's not like... I don't know.
One time they used this
he did stick his own foot in it when she literally
So don't mention Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. And he literally said
mentioned those things.
Attack on Titan. It's like,
It's like you did it to yourself at that point, bro.
It's like, dude, no.
Different for Qunari.
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Valroyo
Shannon.
gets dressed and starts work.
Am I the asshole for moving out of my parents' house when I feel like a maid there? I'm an 18-year-old student from Germany who gets to graduate this year. I live with 4 other persons. I'm guessing English versus English, which makes sense. So, I live with 4 other people: my mother, my stepdad, and 2 younger siblings, 4 female and 2 male. Even though they're just my half siblings, I do love them with all my heart and adore them the most. But here's my problem: both of my siblings have autism. They are both in different places on the spectrum, but it does impact their daily life, which my parents can't handle. I basically have to raise these children because every time they have a meltdown, which I believe is incredibly exhausting for them, my parents don't have the patience to calm them, which makes me the person who gets up at night when they have a problem or when we eat, and I'm the one taking care of their eating and food. I hate when parents do that. Like, oh, my eldest child can take care of my kids. No.
It gives them such
Can't be exactly the same.
issues.
Literally.
You can't be bothered. Like,
I'm still going to school and work afterwards. What leads me coming home every day. That leads me to coming home every day around 8 p.m. But instead of having time to do my homework or learn something, my mother forced me to watch the kids and bring them to bed, and afterwards I need to tidy up the kitchen and living room, while also having to take care of the laundry and trash that I take out. I sometimes feel like a maid in the house, but my mother just tells me to suck it up and I shouldn't be so spoiled. She had to do even more in her childhood. Every time I speak up about it, my mother calls me selfish and tells me I'm just overreacting and every older sibling has to watch their siblings, while she also says that I don't need this time to study because I'm doing really good at school anyway. In between, I wasn't even able to meet up with my friends because she made me watch the kids, and my social life basically ended or broke down, besides a few friends. Now, I told her that I plan to move to the other side of the country to go to university there. She's upset about this, and every day she asks me to stay here or study nearer to them, because I wouldn't realise how far away that is, and wouldn't come to visit them anymore. I tried to tell her that I need to go out, I need my own life, and need to study in peace, but she still tries to make me stay. You're not the asshole.
Run as fast
Lily, run up here, run far away! Also, the thing was, she's like, oh, you don't realise how far away it is. She's like, oh no, I realise how far away it is. That's why I'm moving.
Literally.
The fact she's like, you should suck it up being so spoiled. It's like, you're literally, there was a Super Nanny episode where the dad and the mum basically made their oldest children, like, take care of their other kids. They had, like, 12 kids, I think, in total. And they made the eldest ones raise them. The boy literally had a panic attack, and the mum and dad don't know what panic attacks are. The kids literally thought about running away. Because he's like, I can't handle this anymore.
Yeah.
And the young girl, one of them, literally faints at one point because she's getting overworked.
What about Kunari who existed
It's like, what the
before
fuck?
the cube? The people we came from. They're called the Kossuth, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossuth were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us.
Okay, Sean. Oh, this one's not too bad, actually. Am I the asshole for telling my mum I need her more than her grandson does? I, female 28, just had a baby over a little over a week ago. Since then, the baby blues have been hitting me pretty hard. Thankfully, I have a supportive husband, but he's still working, so for hours a day, I'm left alone with the baby and our pets. Oh, you're fine, you got a dog or a cat, it's fine. They'll take care of you. 1 second, I need to... Maps.
Yes, Harry, you can get dinosaurs in Stardew. I totally did not see these comments.
Hey, Shannon, you go through the comments whilst I'm starting up this next bit.
Blade. 1920 is when Demon Slayer is set, so that might have something to do with eras and things connected to it.
Potentially, yeah.
Just don't stick your foot in it.
Just don't, yeah. Okay. Okay, it gets a little overwhelming, and I've been having panic attacks when I think about just how much my life has changed so quickly. I know these feelings are normal, and I just need my hormones to balance out a little bit, but right now I'm struggling. My mum was absolutely excited to have her first grandchild, and I'm super grateful for that. However, every hour of every day for the last week, she would call or text and ask for the baby, or ask for pictures of the baby and say how much she misses the baby. Well, yesterday I texted her and said I don't mind her asking about him, but I also wanted her to think about me too, because I'm having a hard time. She's my only parent, and this whole thing has been super isolating. I told her I was struggling emotionally, but assured her that these feelings were temporary, and once my hormones go back to normal, I wouldn't mind how often she asked for him. I just told her I needed her more than he does right now. Well, she never replied to my message. She never replied to my message, and today she called and said I was selfish, and once I became a parent, it was no longer about me, and she made me feel guilty for sending that message. Maybe I am wrong. Am I the asshole? No, just because you become a parent doesn't mean you disappear.
Yeah.
You are still a person. You still have mental health issues. You are still needing care. So...
Yep.
So she can fuck off. Ah, Jesus. Some people do not deserve kids.
No.
Yeah. So look. Ooh, Shannon. Oh wow, this is a big paragraph. Am I the asshole for kicking my mother-in-law and brother-in-law out of my gender reveal party?
No.
My husband, 42, and I have been married, 35, so I guess they're 35, for 6 years. And a couple months ago, I found out that I was pregnant. We both decided my sister would learn the gender and host a gender reveal party for us, if she wanted. And she was extremely excited. We told her, however, not to invite my mother-in-law and brother-in-law, 38. I have no problem with my brother-in-law directly, but he's autistic and has extreme sensory issues, mainly towards eating, and becomes overwhelmed in large crowds or gatherings. He also has the tendency to get angry when overstimulated, destroying things or screaming as a result. My mother-in-law lets him do these things and even made a mess at our wedding by calling me selfish for not inviting him to the event. It ended in our wedding cake on the floor from brother-in-law freaking out and ripping a tablecloth off our display table after mother-in-law brought him to the wedding. She had the audacity after the mess to baby him and call me a whore for being upset. And has been passive-aggressive towards me ever since. Back to the plans. My sister set up the baby shower / gender reveal. We connected with family about the news and party, and my sister posted about the event on her Facebook to draw attention of some family members who didn't check messages. However, you can probably already guess that my mother-in-law saw this and took it as an invite. The day of the baby shower, my husband and I were both shocked to see his mum and brother show up and come straight towards us. I immediately felt anxious. Before either could say anything, I very softly asked them to leave because it'd be too loud for brother-in-law. Most of our food choices were crunchy, and my sister's reveal plan involved balloons and confetti and a confetti cannon, and I explained that to mother-in-law. She instantly began to argue, telling me that she had a right to be at the event, and so did brother-in-law. No, you don't.
No, you don't have a right to be anywhere.
Exactly. And that I was a bitch for not even giving him a chance. My husband tried to step in, and the whole argument became a lot louder, longer than it needed to be, sending brother-in-law into a freak-out episode. Before he could do anything, my sister and dad worked together to get them both out of my backyard. At least they're good at that. Before he could do anything, my sister and dad were... A few days after this event, my mother-in-law sent me a long message telling me I didn't deserve her son and nor our babies. We're having twin boys. And that I had no right to treat her and brother-in-law the way I did. Am I the asshole for not telling brother-in-law / mother-in-law for not giving them a chance and kicking them out? No, she basically proved what was going to happen.
They've had their chance and they've fucked it up constantly.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks that the brother-in-law can't be in certain situations.
But at least they're thinking, like, hey, this is going to be a sensory overload for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like...
It doesn't mean they don't want him in the babies' lives, presumably. Just, like, he can't...
Although, imagine if he can't handle a party, how would he even be around a baby? I'd be scared, honestly. I have meltdowns. You've seen them. But, like, they're not violent.
Very true, very true.
So it's like... And, like... Imagine him being around a baby that screams and cries. You'd be scared that he could hurt the baby, for all you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, another autism story, Shannon. You might relate to this, actually, because it's about loud eating.
Oh, he's funny.
Am I the asshole for ordering nachos even though it quote-unquote deeply offended and has set off my brother-in-law's autism and sensory issues? Edit. Thank you for the golden platinum, everyone. I had a thesis practice defense today and had no idea this would blow up. Using a throwaway since I post on some relevant subs from time to time. My brother-in-law is 32, wife and I are 25. And while I don't doubt that some of his issues are real, autism, ADHD, set point obesity, it is my distinct impression that he exploits people's perception of these things to be a controlling prick. In the family, saying such things is completely forbidden, however. We offered to take my mother-in-law and father-in-law out for Easter dinner so no one has to cook. The timing offered was strategic since we knew brother-in-law had been planning on watching TikTok live stream of some 19-year-old influencer who is blowing up right now. How old is the brother-in-law again?
32.
Ew. Okay. Weird. But I guess either he got the time wrong or she cancelled early, so my heart sank when he was coming along because I knew there was going to be drama. We went to a place famous for bar food and I ordered nachos. My wife begged me to order something else, but she wasn't direct with me about the problem and I didn't get her hints. As soon as I took my first bite of nachos, my brother-in-law started shrieking like a child and throwing a little tantrum that the crunch was killing him. And he's going to lose it because black olives don't belong on nachos because they're from Spain, not Mexico. That's not an autistic thing at all. Like, at all. What the fuck?
My slime's just made a baby in front of me.
That's a weird sentence, Shannon.
It's horrifying.
My wife, mother-in-law and father-in-law told me I really screwed up and that I was making him uncomfortable. In a moment of pure honesty, I told him that the list of not allows around Brian is so long and fucking ridiculous that I can't keep up. My wife said she tried to tell me. I said, no, you didn't tell me. You pussyfooted around it, like we do every time this creep ruins a family function. Brother-in-law, father-in-law, and mother-in-law got up and left, leaving us with the bill, and needless to say, things between me and my wife have been tense ever since, and we haven't really spoke. I say divorce, personally. I am absolutely the asshole for my choice of words after he freaked out, and I get that, but I also think things needed to be said. But my question is, am I the asshole for ordering the nachos? My wife says I should have known since she's sure she told me, and I had to have noticed that she never had chips around because his misophonia can't handle the crunch. Shannon, you literally have misophonia. If I order nachos, which I do plenty of times, you just go, I don't like it, but you distract yourself. Yeah. You also know, I like nachos. You ain't gonna control me saying you can't have nachos. Not the asshole. Nacho problem.
Hey, literally, it's not your responsibility. It's not other people's responsibility. It's my responsibility if the noise upsets me.
People like, I'm autistic as well, and certain things do trigger them, but they don't, they know it's a thing, but they don't control people with it.
Literally.
It's like you have that thing with chicken bones or bones on meat, and you still...
don't look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not how autism works. If you have sensory issues related to the sound of the crunch, there's this magical thing known as headphones.
Literally, lots of kids and adults as well.
I wear headphones because when we go to a bar, I'm like, I get sensory overloaded, put my headphones on, I'm fine. It's like, what the fuck? Also, I think divorce. She's putting her brother above her husband, and she's letting him control her relationship.
Yeah.
Which is just like, what the fuck? Ooh, this could be an interesting one. Okay, Shan. Am I the asshole for how I treated my son and daughter-in-law after grandchild was born?
We'll see.
I was so excited to learn that I would be a granddad. I had dreamed of spending holidays and vacations with my son's kids. I was upset he told us over a Zoom call, and they had a dinner with daughter-in-law's family the next day to tell them. I told my son that it hurt that I didn't get told in person and get to give him a hug. I tried to keep the news to myself, but in my excitement I did share with some family. You're already an asshole.
Yeah. My
son said he did not want me to share what he told me about daughter-in-law's health. I explained that the family supports you and you should know. I woke up one day to a text with pictures of the newborn saying he wanted to tell me first, proud moment, and to call him. I sent a message to the family letting them know that everyone was healthy and the baby was here, then called. I tried to check in several times at the hospital because I was so excited that I had a newborn grandson and was desperate for pictures. He did not respond quickly, if at all. This sounds like an asshole.
I was gonna say, what is happening?
My wife had a meal for their freezer. They told us we could come 2 days after they went home because we had travelled and needed to quarantine. Wait, so who's a note that they got told over Zoom? It's COVID.
Literally.
You can't... Oh, whatever. After they went home, we were in town, so I brought the food and asked if we could come by. Son said no. I drove by their house and her sister was there, so it's not like they weren't having company, just not us. Maybe it's because of COVID restrictions?
Yeah. Chosen family.
Yeah. I said some unkind things in anger and hurt feelings to Son about how he was a disappointment and was turning his back on me. Later apologise. You can tell it's an old person writing because Jesus Christ, their writing's horrendous. We tried to get together on holidays and were rejected. We were told to ask before we could see our grandson, but they always had plans. How can new parents have that many plans? Maybe because a baby takes a lot of fucking personal issues.
Yeah.
When we found out that they were expecting the second in person in time, an improvement. What the fuck? I told my son that I didn't want this one to go the way the other one had, and he told me that was up to me. I kept trying, and he seemed to open up more, but anytime I would ask for one-on-one time with my grandson, I was shut down. I was told that I needed to improve the relationship with son and daughter-in-law before I'd be allowed around grandson without them.
Yep.
I told son I was willing whenever she was. I invited him to an event and went for baby. He said yes, and then cancelled. I got upset and told him that he didn't feel like my son. He reached out oh my god, his writing is so bad. He reached out to I'm guessing the dude's wife, the dad's wife, so his mom, a month later saying that the baby had been born a week earlier, and that she could come by but not me. She refused to go without me, so he came round and invited us both when the baby was 4 months old. I tried to be on my best behaviour and sat out of the way and kept my mouth shut. They told us we weren't welcome back.
A man in the last village. Something in his manner troubles me.
The baker with the squint and the red
You lost
nose?
it.
No, I'm just hearing bull.
Probably Venatori.
Why do you
His
say
sweet
that?
melody.
He watched all of us. A normal guy would focus on you because staff, or me because horns. He had a dagger up his sleeve, which no baker needs, and the knot on his apron was tied to Vinta style. I sent a message to Red. She'll investigate.
You are more observant than you appear.
The good spies usually are.
They told us we weren't welcome back because I was cold and they didn't want their kids to think it's okay to be like that. He says I disowned him and that's why I wasn't invited with his mother. I know I have made some mistakes, but I really don't think I'm the asshole here. I think they're trying to control everything and not giving me any slack for being an excited first-time granddad. Am I wrong?
Yes.
You the asshole. I couldn't even stomach reading the entire post. You come across as a narcissist. You made their pregnancy, their announcements, their decisions, the birth of their baby, the aftercare, etc. all about you. Not everything is about you. Repeat that over and over again. You've disrespected their boundaries every step of the way. You need to get yourself into therapy ASAP if you ever hope to have a healthy relationship with your son and his family.
Yep. My wife. Why you just stood by the sofa?
Okay. I think one more and then we'll call it a night. I think it's been 4 hours of streaming.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Am I the asshole for banning my sister from this house because of her job? You ready for this?
Go on.
My sister, Trish, 35 female, is a sex worker.
Okay.
She makes 6 figures at her day job and at night she does the other job. But here's the thing, her customers are mostly all married men, and when she comes back she boasts about how those poor sods, they think their husbands are so trustworthy, but instead of the business trips they, husbands, are on, they are having fun with me. And other disrespectful things. She basically talks about it a lot, especially with my immediate family. We're all uncomfortable about it, but she won't take the very obvious hints. My wife and I got approved to adopt a boy and a girl, and I didn't want them to be uncomfortable, some bad experience with workers, or for them to grow up listening to Trish and making them think that it was an okay thing to do. So I told her if she's coming over to stop talking, I told her if she's coming over to stop talking about her job. Long story short, she didn't, and now she's banned. It's been 5 days, and people, extended family, her friends, have been calling me and telling me I'm the asshole. And now I think I might have overreacted, and I'm the asshole. Nope.
No.
I'm just going to do one more, just because that was quite short. I thought it was going to be longer. I hoped it was longer, but it was not. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a decent one. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my husband's stepmom she doesn't get to live in a fantasy and doesn't get to tell us what to name our daughter?
No.
My husband and I welcomed our daughter in June of last year. She will be our one and only for several reasons. Mostly, it is not safe for me to be pregnant again, but she is our 10-year longed-for baby, so we are happy. We wanted her name to be special, and my husband and I wanted to honour his late mom. She died when he was 7. She developed the nickname the Calla Lady because she sold calla lily flowers from their garden when my husband was a child to earn some extra money. She was sick most of his life and unable to work, but she could do that. Her name was Hannah. But Calla was a name that reminded my husband of his mum's strength, and he remembered his mum commenting that the name was beautiful. We both agreed. Plus, it was extremely special and meaningful, which we wanted for our only child, so our daughter was named Calla, a name that I think fits her beautifully. Now, the bitch is going to get involved now. Okay. Where this whole post comes in is after my husband's mum died, his dad remarried, and his stepmom took over as the primary parent. My husband did not want a second mum and did not bond with his stepmom. She was unable to have children of her own, so added extra pressure to my husband and had more expectations of their relationship. She hated how he refused to let her be mum. The relationship with both her and his father is very strained today. She would not have known the nickname of or where our daughter's name came from, but my husband's father would. After we announced the arrival of our daughter with her name, days after she was born, because I was recovering slowly at first, we got a comment from my husband's father saying the name was an odd choice. Fast forward to a month ago, and they stopped by for a random visit, and his stepmom told us it was really terrible that she and our daughter would be reminded that she's not her real grandmother by honouring his late mum, and that we should have really considered her in this. No, we don't need to consider you. Bye.
Literally.
My husband was struggling with shutting her down, and I think wanted to say some things that he maybe second-guessed. So I told her she could not live in a fantasy world and pretend his mum did not exist, and she is the only grand. Oh my god, I can't read. She could not live in a fantasy world and pretend his mum did not exist, and she's the only mum/grandma in the family. I also told her she does not to name our daughter. She did not get to name our daughter.
Get to name, yeah.
She and my husband's dad accused us of being cruel and shitting all over her in an effort to make everyone know she's not wanted. They told me that that what I said was uncalled for and still looked for an apology. My husband thanked me for what I said, but I have asked myself if I went too far with what I said to his stepmom. Am I the asshole? Nope. No. The fact that even the dad's like, oh, you're pushing your stepmom, was like, do you not care about the fact that he named the kid after your deceased wife?
Also, good. I don't want her near me. Oh
my God. She's a bitch. I don't like her. Can she fuck off? But yeah, so I'm hoping to do this tomorrow. I'm hoping eventually. Because I quite like that. That was fun.
Yeah, agreed.
Only if you're at work tomorrow.
I am indeed.
I'll see how I go. But that was fun. I had a lot of fun there.
Enjoyed that a lot.
Yes. Right then. Thank you for viewing. I'll see you later.
It's been a pleasure.
Bye.